Check, check, check. One, two. Check, check. Check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2.
Tonight we welcome the Lynx of Brandon Valley High School and your Titans of T-Area High School. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, salute your cap or hat, and pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem. Please observe proper flag etiquette by standing at attention and placing your right hand over your heart. Active duty personnel or veterans not in uniform may salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Conference rules, we ask that students of all ages remain in the student sections of the bleachers or with their parents. The schools participating in this event are members of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. They have adopted the rules under which this game is conducted. A strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and sportsmanship are all vital to this event's success. Remember to cheer in a positive manner and to be respectful of the officials' decisions. The official for tonight's event is Blaine Macon. Officials are registered by the South Dakota High School Activities Association. These individuals have worked hard to learn the rules and administer them at this event. We request that you respect their honest efforts to officiate this contest. Our order for this evening, we will have the junior varsity wrestle first, followed by the girls, which will start at 100 pounds, and then the varsity boys event, which will start at 190 pounds this evening. We should be in for a wonderful evening of wrestling. Many wrestlers in the ratings. Brandon Valley is currently ranked 5th in the dual rankings and 6th in the individual state tournament rankings, while T-Area is ranked 5th in the individual state individual rankings. Wrestlers will be announced as they come to the mat. We will not have face-offs this evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We let you listen to public address announcer Jay Swadek, former wrestler himself. He does a good job at these events. This is the dual meet tonight, T-Area Titans versus the Brandon Valley Lynx. And so, as Mr. Swadek said, we will have the JV first. We'll try to pause. We don't have those on our program. Followed by the girls. We'll probably see about 5 girls matches. And then the varsity starting at 190 pounds, along with Rick Williamson and Jeremy Eimers. I'm Shad Hockey. And here comes our first JV match.
The action here, T-Area, Anders Munoz, and for Brandon Valley, Beckett Light.
So Light, and Jeremy, do you see who that is for T-Area?
Yeah, this is Anders Munoz.
Okay.
He's a 7th grader.
Well, welcome, Jeremy. This is your 3rd or 4th now that you've done with us, and thanks for coming in and providing your expertise for us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Always enjoy doing it.
Yeah, I've heard more and more after every broadcast. I hear people that really enjoy it and really enjoy you explaining things to them. And I had a teacher come in today and tell me that he listens, and Mr. Brew, if he's listening tonight, and said that he's learned a lot just from watching. So that's pretty cool.
Awesome.
T-Area 5th individually.
I believe, and you told me that Brandon is 5th in the duels.
They are. They're rated 5th in the duels, and they're 6th in the tournament. So it's still early in the year. We'll see where everybody ends up in the lineup. The ratings only in the individual will account for kids that are wrestling currently. So if you have kids out that are injured, they're not counting in your team points on the rating side, so it can be a little different. Anders here, he's 106. He just had a takedown, and there was an escape. So it's 3-1 currently, Anders Munoz, and now he just got his second takedown, so 6-1. Anders has come up through the youth program, a little 7th grader. Now he's got him to the back. New back point rules this year is you can get 4 near fall with the 4 count. So he's secured his 4 count now.
Looks like a pretty good wrestler. How long's Munoz been wrestling for T?
He's been out, I think he's been out the entire youth program.
Okay.
So his dad helps coach on the youth side. His dad's originally from Webster and wrestled up there. So.
And there's time for the first period.
So the score is 10-1 after the first period. Jumps out to a good lead there. Again, this is a JV match. We're doing JV first and then girls second, and followed by the varsity after that.
Anxious to see the girls. We haven't seen them really this year. But Brandon, I was counting in the pre-match, I counted 12 girls for them. Of course, T has 6 that are out, and is that double from last year? They just had 3 last year?
Yeah, it's been a slow building process here for our girls program, but hopefully over time, just like the youth and the boys side, it took a while for us to get traction on the boys side also, but now we're full string, multiple years.
Yeah. I remember when that wasn't the case, and good to see now.
Yeah, I think the first 11 years at T, we only placed 3 kids. I joked one year that we brought more wrestling mats to the state tournament than we did wrestlers, and they've changed that, turned that tide. So Munoz got a good reversal there, and he's got him to his back on a butcher. He's got a 2 count. So there's 2. It's going to be 14-1. If he gets to 15 points, it'll be a win by technical fall.
Okay, 90 seconds left in period 2 here, just under.
And he's going back for another near fall. So at a minimum here, he's going to win by a tech fall if you can get the pin. There it is.
Good job, Anders Munoz over Light from Brandon Valley. And they did not provide us with a Brandon Valley JV, so we'll do our best. I believe they have the wrestlers in the system, though, so if nothing else, we can steal it off of the scoreboard.
This is Mason Woodring from T.
Our next varsity match, we have Mason Woodring for T area and Patrick Cahill for Brandon Valley.
Woodring and Patrick Cahill from Brandon Valley. Woodring, he's one of 3 Woodring boys that wrestle.
Yeah, there's about 3 of them. A little Ruger is the youngest one.
That's the one I was thinking of, Ruger, yep.
Yeah, he's always smiling, no matter what. I love that kid. So Mason's an 8th grader.
His older brother, a junior now. It is will be at state this year. Won the Rapid City, the big Rapid City meet. We had him on at halftime of a basketball game and talked with him about that.
There's a takedown by Brandon, so it's 3-0. Yeah, his brother, that's a junior, is going to be the key matchup tonight. It'll be Tyler Woodring, who's currently ranked number 1, undefeated for the year, will be wrestling Brendan Omi, who has been number 1 all year until this week. He got beat in the Lincoln tournament this week, so he dropped down to number 3, but that's going to be the match of the night.
Wow, yeah, look forward to that. 3-1 now.
Ooh, there, that's quite the move there. Mason, he's got to secure this and take advantage of the position he's in. He's going to need to get a pin.
40 seconds.
Oh, got bucked off there. He's teeing up to the side. This would be there it is. He got a pin.
Woodring with the pin, 31 seconds to go in the first period.
And he was behind before that, so it's come from behind pin.
Yeah, good job by him. 4-3 win for 8th grader Tyler Woodring over Patrick Cahill, Brandon Valley. It's
Mason Woodring.
Mason Woodring.
There we go. Tyler was in the corner cheering him on. This is a Bastemeyer, I believe. Raphael.
Our next match in junior varsity, Michael Bastemeyer of T area and Logan Swain for Brandon Valley.
Logan Swain. Is it Michael Bastemeyer?
Michael, okay.
Yep.
There's 3 Bastemeyers. Michael, Raphael. Or is it just 2? Maybe just 2.
Okay.
There we go.
Does JV, do they get it, in other sports, JV plays as much as varsity? Is that the same case in wrestling?
It's harder to get JV matches. They don't get as many as the varsity generally. You can find them. You just have to go out and sign up for the tournaments and do a little traveling.
Sure. (3-0) Bastemeyer for T with the lead. Just over a minute left here, first period.
He's taking him to his back there. There are 3 Bastemeyers.
Okay.
I thought there was. Yeah, there's Gabriel, Michael, and Raphael. So.
Okay. 45 seconds. Our referee tonight, Blaine
Bacon.
And where's he out of?
Del Rapids.
Okay.
So he teaches over in Del's. I officiate a lot of wrestling with him. I haven't done a lot this year with him already, and in the past years. So I officiate with him quite a bit. He does a good job.
15 seconds left. The pin by Bastemeyer for T over Swain from Brandon Valley.
Yeah, Blaine's a state high school official, so he'll do the state tournament again.
Okay.
We've got a lot of good officials in southeast South Dakota. We get a little spoiled.
Yeah.
Out in the mid part of the state, in the western part, there's short on officials, and
It seems like that for basketball as well, because we're so close to Sioux Falls. You get such a good group to pick from, and then you get out, like you just said, same with wrestling, and there's just not as many to pick from, and so quality suffers. And who's this for T? He looks like a pretty big kid for a JV.
Our next match, Trevor Cordell from T area.
yeah, Trevor Cordell.
Daniel McGuire for Brandon Valley.
He's a freshman, 157-pounder. So Bo Wordle and him are 157. Bo has the varsity spot, so he's a good young kid, big, strong kid coming up.
Yeah, Trevor Cordell, T. Xavier McGuire for Brandon, 0-0. 20 seconds into this one. Has Cordell been wrestling for a while? Come up through the youth program?
Not as many years. I think 4 years probably is what he's been wrestling.
Okay.
He had a good JV year last year.
Still 0-0. Oops, I'm sorry. McGuire from Brandon leads 3-0. About halfway through period one. 1:04 left. McGuire not as big as Cordell, but McGuire's pretty lanky.
Yeah, and McGuire comes from a family of wrestlers. His brothers are on varsity state qualifiers last year.
Takedown there for Cordell. He leads 4-3. 45 seconds to go. Period one.
He's threw in that half pretty hard, but it's getting a little high. Get out of position here. He just got a little too high and he got reversed.
So 5-4, McGuire takes the lead over Cordell.
In that situation, Cordell just needs to stay behind the hips and behind the arms a little bit better. He went aggressive for the half Nelson and it allowed him to get out over the top and reversed.
Under 10 seconds to go here. Hey, we have a ref tapper now. Took us a little bit.
They got their gloves on, ready to clean up if there's any blood.
Yeah. We have, and we will. We had several stoppages the last meet we had here.
So Cordell's down by 1, 5-4, 4-5. He's behind. McGuire came in on a shot. Cordell was late on the sprawling. Let him get in pretty deep. He's got to get a little bit lower stance. You can see there his knees aren't even bent.
Yeah.
He needs to be bending those knees a little bit more. He takes a shot. He needs to lower his level, but his power there is going to get the takedown. So he just powered through him. So now the score is 7-5, Cordell. You can see McGuire's got that arm trying to pull him over the top again like he did last time.
90 seconds left, period 2.
And here he's getting out of position again. And McGuire said it worked the last time, it worked this time.
Yeah, 7-7. 1 minute to go, a little over a minute to go, second period.
And for those that may be tuning in for the first time or not watch wrestling this year, we've had some changes in point scoring. Takedowns are 3 points. Near falls are 2, 3, and 4. Where in the past it was just 2 and 3. And you can wrestle as long as 1 point of contact is in the circle. So used to have 2 supporting points. Now any 1 point, the wrestling continues. So a little bit less than stoppages. Scores 8-7. Cordell, he's ahead by 1, but McGuire shot in on another shot there.
25 seconds remaining, period 2.
Cordell's going to want to hang on to that ankle tight and hopefully get a stalemate. And there it is. There's a stalemate. So a stalemate is when there's really no action or no one can really score, is in a scoring position to score. Instead of just killing the clock, they stop and restart.
Okay. 10 seconds as we see the tapper. Who's the tapper? He looks familiar. Is that a Volker?
That's a Volker,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, so Trevor, he needs to really get in a better stance, bend the knees. He's just bent over at the hips. If he corrects that, it'll help him have more success on not only his shots, but defending those shots.
Okay, 8-7. Start of the third here.
Okay, so he chose down, and we're letting him up, so now we're behind. So it's tied up, 8-8, is that right?
Yeah, that's what the scoreboard says. I'm not going to question Mr. Wilson or Mr. Johnson or SWAT. The whole crew would probably hurt me.
Minute 30 left in the third period. Scores tied. Now we got 3.
3 by McGuire. He leads 11-8.
Stalling on top. He is grabbing the ankle, staying behind the hips. It's a good call.
And so you get 1 warning.
It's a warning. No points. Second one's a point, so it's warning 1-1-2 and then DQ.
Okay.
So a fourth one, you lose the match. It hardly ever gets to that stage.
Right. 1 minute remaining.
Cordell's down by, okay, he's going to get a reversal. So he's down by 1. It's 10-11 right now. I think coach is probably going to want to cut him and take him down, or he's going to have to turn him. He's going to have to make a choice here what he's going to do.
Under 45 seconds to go.
Yeah, at this level, do you just let him up?
Oh, there's a stalling on the bottom. Now the score is tied. Now we let him up. Now it's
30 seconds. McGuire with the point, leads 12-11.
12-11, and Cordell's doing the shooting. If he keeps shooting, he could draw another stall call and tie it up again. 27 seconds left. Oh, and McGuire takes a shot. Smart move by McGuire.
20 seconds. McGuire leads by 1.
Stalemate.
15 seconds left.
Now Cordell's going to need to shoot right off the whistle if he wants to win this, but
right.
He doesn't.
Is he tired?
Instead, he goes behind and he scores a 3.
He's got the 3.
10 seconds.
Now you just can't get too high, like he has twice.
5 seconds. Cordell leads by 2. Tied up.
2.
Tied up with 1 second to go.
2 near fall red. Brandon wins.
Brandon wins at the left. So he got 4.
Yeah.
4 with that.
Exciting JV match came down to literally the final second.
So what causes him in that situation to keep sliding up towards the top like that? Because like you said, he did it 3 or 4 times. Anytime he had a takedown, it appeared that.
Yeah.
So what happens there? Like, what do you?
One second. Let's see who this is. Yeah, he just didn't stay.
Now wrestling for T-Area, Brayden Hickey, and for Brandon Valley, Harmon Kramer.
Kramer for Brandon, Nifke for T area.
Yep.
Nifke, okay. Yeah, so he was just not staying behind the hips and underneath behind the arms. He was getting over top of the arms, and that's really what got him
Did
in
you just
trouble.
kind of slide then? Is that kind of?
If somebody goes over drapes their arms over top of yours, you can pull them over the top of you. But if you stay underneath, they can't pull over the top. So really, it's going underneath an arm. He needs to be doing is going under an arm to a wrist, and then staying behind the hips. So I would 2 takeaways on that. It'd be a better stance, bend the knees, and stay behind the hips and get under to a wrist and not going over top.
Yeah, strong kid.
Yeah, he's super strong, and he's probably had a lot of success, I think, with his strength, but we got to clean up the technique.
Right.
There's a takedown by Brandon, so it's 3, and he's got him on his back.
Yeah.
Kramer and Nifke. Nifke new to wrestling. Saw him wrestle varsity last time here and picked up a win and went 1-1. And he kind of decided, Mom said, last minute to go out for wrestling. It was kind of something new to him. And Grandpa was really happy because Grandpa's a boxer. So,
there you go.
So Grandpa supports that move. He's in trouble now, but he's kicking out of it. 40 seconds to go. I patted Brayden on the shoulders earlier tonight, and boy, he's as solid as they come. It's like Rick Williamson here to my left, his shoulders. 20 seconds here, still 3-0 Kramer from Brandon with the lead. 15 seconds.
4 there.
So 7-0 now.
Got blood on red, bloody nose.
It's got to be one of those things where Nifke is lucky early in the match when he was on his back there, where he still had a lot of energy, a lot of energy to squirt out of that, just keep moving, and strength obviously too. But I would imagine like third period, if you get in that kind of a situation, it might be a totally different animal.
Yeah, it definitely can be. Last year at the state tournament, there was a heavy favorite in the finals. He got put to his back, and it literally just took everything out of him. He ended up losing the match, and just the amount of energy it takes to fight off your back is...
Yeah, I literally can't imagine.
Doesn't look like much from the stands, but when you're down there, it's a lot.
Yeah, that was a long time. Brayden was on his back and twisting and turning and arching his back, and he got out of it. So back to action here, still in the first round. Still 7-0, Kramer with the lead. We'll wait to see time when they get the blood time off the scoreboard. I believe we're under 20 seconds.
There's a caution on red. You get 2 free ones, and after that it's a point on.
10 seconds remaining here, first period. 5 seconds.
7-0, Brandon leading.
And that's the end of one.
Red defers. Green's going neutral.
7-0, start of period 2. Kramer leading 7-0. Just into the second period. When you're in this position, Brandon went for the shoot. What is Brandon trying to do right here? What's Kramer trying to do?
Yeah, Brandon's trying to get around behind, pop his head, get behind the hips for the 3. Kramer's just got to try to sprawl harder, and it's really right now you can just see it's lack of experience more than anything. He's athletic, he's strong, he just doesn't have a lot of mat time.
Yep. Just over a minute to go. 10-0 the score now.
Brandon putting a half Nelson in.
Yeah.
Got him on his back.
1 minute remaining.
And he got the fall.
And just got it. I think he still had 2 feet on the mat, but Kramer with the win over Gnifke.
Jeremiah Wilger's going to come out here.
Wilgers is going to wrestle someone with a height advantage here. Pretty tall wrestler here.
Yeah, and Wilgers has been the varsity kid for T all year. They challenged Bastemeyer this week, and Bastemeyer got the win in the challenge match. So a little change up on the varsity lineup here.
Wow.
I anticipate seeing Wilgers trying to do some sort of throw. He likes to throw kids. Got that pink headgear and pink laces on
Yeah,
tonight.
I see that. Veld is the wrestler for Brandon Valley.
So there he's getting his hips down. Defended that shot pretty well. Now he's coming into an underhook and then to a far knee tap. Jeremiah's improved quite a bit this year. And he's a sophomore, so we'll see him for a couple more years.
Yep.
He's trying to chin whip there. It's not going to work. No takedown yet. Turns a bad situation into a good situation. So there's fleeing the mat on Brandon, so that's 1 point for Wilgers.
I didn't know that was a thing.
No, I do like that call, though.
Yeah. So the strategy here is if you're getting a takedown towards the edge of the mat, you're going to give up 3. So you're better off trying to flee and give up the 1 versus the 3.
Okay.
So not that you're going to coach your kid to flee, but you just got to be smart about when it makes sense.
30 seconds to go. Wilgers T area leading 1-0. 29 seconds to go.
So Blaine's calling stalling pretty aggressively tonight. I love that. It's the biggest challenge in wrestling officiating is getting guys to call stalling, and Blaine's called it a few times tonight. So just tries to keep the action going more. Best part is the coaches aren't complaining about it, so he'll stay on that and keep pushing those kids to push themselves.
And then what that does, I'm guessing as well, the other kids see that and the wrestlers know they better not do that or he's going to call it tonight.
Yeah, so there was a shuck by, he shucked him by. So Jeremiah's up first period 4-0.
4-0 Wilgers after 1.
The late takedown there was big. So he was pretty confident where he wanted to go. He kind of said neutral to the coach, and so that tells me that he's confident on his feet, wants to be on his feet.
Wilger's sister played football a couple years back, was the only girl on the football team, one of very few. We had one this last year, but I think she had a pretty good experience. She said that they took her in, and she was just one of the gang. So good for her for trying. Wilger's still 4-0 here, 90 seconds to go, period 2.
So here Wilgers, see how he put his hips down and then he lifted on that elbow, broke the hand lock, and then spun behind. Got his 3. Now he's pushing him away. So score is 7-1. There's the chin whip right to his back is what he wanted, but he didn't get it. Instead, he gives up the 3.
(7-4) under a minute to go, second period.
And there's a strong reversal. You're gonna have to watch that crossface. That was pretty close to an unsportsmanlike or unnecessary roughness. So now he's throwing the legs in.
9-4, under 40 seconds to go.
So
this
here,
Wilgers, he just likes to wrestle, doesn't he?
he does. He's been the only kid in his grade that's gone through our youth program, so it's kind of crazy. You get 100 kids plus in a grade, and you have one that starts and keeps going through wrestling. But for whatever reason, that sophomore class, we just never had a lot of, never had wrestlers come out of it, except for Jeremiah, JJ for short.
Was that because he had the arm there?
He's got blood. Brandon's
timeout.
bleeding, yeah.
Okay. 9-4. We get a blood timeout here.
So there was a good example where he put his legs in and he had one arm behind or underneath the other guy's arm, so he wasn't getting high and out of position.
Okay.
So got a good crowd filling in here now.
It's tough at 5 o'clock to get a crowd, but yeah, it is filling in. Shout out to the blood guy down there, Hoyer, young Mr. Hoyer. He was mid hot dog when he had to go out there, and and now he just put the second half in and he's ready to go. So good job by those guys. I know it's a Volker and a Hoyer. Who's the other couple blood guys down here, if you know them?
That might be a Smith kid there. I'm not sure. That's Munoz that just came over. So a lot of these youth kids that wrestle together.
It's good for them to be here and to see this.
It is, yeah. Hoyer's coming up in the wrestling room now. He's going to be our future 6-pounder here probably next year.
Okay.
He's had a lot of success at the youth level.
That's the end of second as the young Volker chases our referee Blaine around the ring. 9-6 after 2. The lead to Wilgers from T area.
Yeah, Braylon Hoyer, he's won a few state titles. He'll be fun to watch when he gets up there.
He devoured that hot dog similar to what Rick does up here pregame when Rick. But Rick tonight just brought peanut butter M&Ms and an apple pie.
Yeah, it was half of an apple pie.
So there JJ's got an underhook, and he's driving in. He's doing the work trying to get the takedown, and he just finishes out of bounds. So Brandon Kidd is blocking with his head while Jeremiah is getting an underhook. He's going back to the center quicker.
9-7, 140 to go, period 3.
I was officiating at Lincoln tournament this last week, and there was a few kids that took their sweet time to get to the middle, and that's a stalling call.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're not messing around. How do you feel after reffing?
What was that point given there?
So it's stalling on red. He's blocking. Jeremiah's doing all the forward pressure. He's trying to get the shot. Again, Blaine is calling stalling very aggressive, which I love. It just rewards the guy that's doing the work.
1 minute to go. Wilgers with the lead, 10-7.
So do referees, when they make the call, do they say it out loud so the wrestlers hear it on that? Okay.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So again, Jeremiah got in a bad position there, and he turned it in a good one and got the takedown here for 3. So now the score is 13-7.
That one helped.
Under 40 to go.
So he put the legs in, but he's keeping his hands underneath and behind the arms there. So it keeps him from going over the top.
Under 30.
Are there wrestlers who like to use their legs more than others?
There are, yeah. You either are a legger or not. And
okay.
Yeah.
And is it just based on the power you have in your leg, or is it just your style?
It's a style and comfort. Yeah, I wonder what the whistle is going for there. Blood. So blood. Unfortunate.
That's bad timing.
Yeah.
13-7 as Wilger shakes his head in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, he knew what was about to happen there. He's in position to put him on his back. Yeah, Brandon's has a great youth program. They've had a really powerhouse high school program here the last decade. They still continue to have a very, very strong wrestling program. They've got a lot of kids that are wrestling in the college level, and a number of kids that in the past have wrestled, 12 months a year. They had a pretty dedicated group go through that program. So,
Wow.
a lot of brothers in the Brandon program over the years.
They've had success in football, so it's not too terribly surprising. But
Yeah.
good job, Jaden Stover, the trader, out there to finish up cleaning up the blood.
So scores 13-7. We're 9 seconds left in the match.
So this one's going to go all three, but it'll be
And that's the match.
Jeremiah Wilgers with a 13-7 win.
It was a good JV match there.
Yeah. Here comes Theek Newell. I talked to him before asked him if he was going to wrestle. He said he wasn't sure, and I said, I sure hope so.
And from Brandon Valley, Pablo Torres.
Torres Newell. Newell, a freshman. I believe Newell is somewhat new to this, correct? To wrestling?
Yeah.
A few years, maybe?
This is like his second year,
Okay.
I think. I'm trying to look to see what grade he is in.
I know Theek he's a freshman.
Freshman? Okay. Yeah, again, another big freshman. We've got a
Yeah.
lot of freshman wrestlers, which is much needed to rebuild the program up.
Yeah.
So there's a whip over there to his back.
Wow.
So his takedown 3. He's got a 4 count. So right now it's 7-0 if he doesn't pin him.
7-0 Newell,
If
matter
he-
of time.
Making
1:20 to go.
If he pins him, it's over. But if he doesn't, he'll be up by 7.
Newell, a nice-looking football player for the Titans. He's also in marching band, which you got to love. Multiple activities. 1 minute to go. Newell up early in this one, just a minute in. Do you ever call a stall here since it's so close?
No, you can't call stalling when they're on their back.
Okay.
All they're doing is fighting to
Okay.
get to the next period. Good question, though.
Yeah. 35 seconds.
And what's the best thing he should do here to finish him off? Like, does he have to maneuver and get on his chest?
Yeah, so he's too high right now. He needs to get his chest back. I would grab the arm and push it down and then just slowly work my chest back over his chest. Is where he needs to be. You want to be teed up. Obviously, we're from tee, but teeing up meaning not parallel.
15 seconds.
You get parallel with them, they can roll you through. So right now he's a little too high. He needs to really get back and get chest to chest.
He's close
Yeah.
here. 7 seconds.
And he needs to circle that head with his left arm.
He
and
might get him
from-
yet here.
From bridging.
Hang on.
Got him.
Just as the.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay. 0.
Yeah.
So 7-0 Lowell after 1 period.
It's a good battle there by Brandon just to stay alive.
yeah.
Yeah, you wonder what he's got left.
I know what I would have.
So Brandon Wrestler is a newer wrestler too, and I know that just because he didn't know how to get in the position, the referee's position there. So that just told me right there he's a newer wrestler. So this is a good matchup of 2 younger, newer wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong
and
kids. big
Torres
kids.
is a strong kid, too. Absolutely. And he's got some wiggle there. He's wiggling all over the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. So a good matchup for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we got 2 more near falls, so it's 9-0. We're in the second period. Yeah, I know my son, he's a freshman, and he was pretty excited when Theek came out.
Yeah.
He's 110 pounds dripping wet, and he sees Theek, how big he is, same age, So
Neat kid.
Good to see the numbers picking up.
Yeah. And for these two, for Lual and for Torres from Brandon, just learning a new sport, and we've said it before, it's just all them out on the mat. It's not like in basketball or football where you have other people and the spotlight's all on you, so it can't be an easy sport to start up late.
No, it's super hard.
Under a minute to go second period, so a lot of respect for these two. 9-0 Lual in control here so far.
Sawyer Schwabach went out for wrestling as a senior project, and he was an athlete. And
Yes.
It took him 2 months to win his first match and said it was the hardest thing he's ever done.
Oh, great football player.
Yeah. Yeah, now he's a pilot, and he's in the air guard.
Yes, yeah.
Just got he's getting his officer commission now, and he's doing
wow.
great things. But so here's where he's learning this stuff in practice, right? This is a butcher, so he's got 2-on-1 on the one, and he's got to try to walk him around. What he should try to do is use his left knee to block the head. See if he tries it here.
7 seconds.
Arm strength here would help pulling that back. And now he's on his knees. He really needs to be on his toes. These are just little things.
Yep.
So end of the second period, 9-0. So commanding lead, and chooses neutral here.
Here we go, start of the third period. I remember Sawyer telling me that's what he wanted to do when he was in high school, and I thought, boy, that's something to shoot for, but it sounds like he's living his dream. Good for him. Keegan DeYoung came out as, what, a junior? I believe.
Yeah, I don't remember when for sure.
He came out late, and he's a college football player. And
Yeah. So here, Theeks got the underhook in. He gets a reversal. And,
wow.
And he's getting the near fall.
12 now, 0
Yep.
under 90 seconds. Torres trying to push Lual off.
4.
So 16-0.
So
Does that
a
mean
That's it there.
That's it, yep.
1:13 to go. It ends. Lual picking up the win. You look at the scoreboard, it looks rough, but Torres did a good job of fighting for a long time there.
Looks like that might be the final JV match.
I thought so, but I thought I saw Colton Duffy warming up too.
Yeah, no, we got another one here. I think Duffy's coming out.
Oh, I didn't.
Our last JV match.
Oh, there he is.
Colton.
I saw a Brandon wrestler, and I'm like,
Colton Duffy for T, Spar for Brandon Valley. I saw Duffy pick up a JV win a few years ago, and you were probably here, Jeremy.
I was, yeah.
The whole place was roaring. It was just a JV, and his mom was so happy, and the whole team went over. And to me, that just spoke something about wrestling right there, how everybody's pulling for him. The whole team was so happy for him. I'm sure it was his first win.
Yeah, what I'm really impressed about Duffy is that he hasn't given up, right? So
Right.
This isn't something that's naturally easy for him to do, and he puts the time in the room. I saw him win some matches up in Watertown, so it just shows like the time and commitment is paying off little steps at a time. He's getting a few wins.
Good.
Again, he tries as hard as he can, and now he's starting to compete. And watch this.
Wow.
Look
look at that.
Colton
Yep.
Duffy.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Colton Duffy ended his football career. He's a senior.
Got him.
There he
It
goes,
is.
Colton
in front of
Duffy.
the home crowd.
1 minute, 7 seconds to go, 53-second pin.
Yeah, that just shows you what you can do if you just don't give up on something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Especially something this hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, I think you're right. He might have won one match that first year he came out, and most kids would quit.
Gets a big high five from Coach John Neeson.
right,
with a
each
smile.
coach went over and sought him out there afterwards,
Yep.
You appreciate that when you put in that kind of time, and then, like you said, Jeremy, just to see success.
Yeah, success is measured in different
Right.
levels by everybody, and for him, getting wins on the JV teams is a huge accomplishment.
Absolutely.
Especially starting when he did. And
Dominant win,
Yeah.
53 seconds. He started right away.
so now we're going to go into the girls, the way it looks.
Looks like we got, 6, 7?
5, I think. Because
5 actual matches.
we don't have a 250-pounder, so Emery Volker here, an 8th grader from T area. He's going to start this.
So Emery was a state qualifier last year as a 7th grader. She's 5-1 on the year, so she's off to a great start. You look at those arms, and it's all muscle tone there. Lainey Haynes, another 9th grader. She got 8th place last year at the state tournament. She's 9-5. Watched her in Pierre. She had a down night there, and then after that kind of came right back to her normal self and started winning matches again. But she's learning. They're both learning.
Yeah. I got a chance to talk to Emery before the Christmas break, and I told her how we saw when she lost. We had a broadcast last year where she lost, but I told her it was one of the few that I've ever seen. Went over, shook the coach's hands, shook the wrestler that beat her's hands, and then she came across the mat and shook her hand again and telling her good job. And I just told her how neat I thought that was, that even though the girl beat her, she still gave her props and smiled to her and told her good job. Not easy to do when you lose in wrestling, I'm sure.
Yeah, these two girls are definitely going to be the leaders of the room for the next few years to come. And we've got a lot of young girls in the youth program that look up to these two, particularly based on the time and success that they've had. And they're just really, honestly, they're fun to coach because they're like sponges. They just want to learn. And when I go up in the room, I haven't been up there much this year. In the high school, I haven't been up at all. But in the youth room, and last year at a tournament, I was working out with my son, getting some weight off, and we just went over in the corner and worked on some technique with them. And they just love the sport. Lainey told me that she just can't think about it enough, so it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. They did the captains, whatever they do there, then they ran off, and Haynes smacked Volker in the back and kind of told her, let's go. And they were pumping each other up off the camera.
Kendall Clayton currently ranks 6th at 107 pounds. 2 area centers Emery Volker, who is currently ranked 8th at 107 pounds.
So 6th and 8th.
Wow, nice.
Girls.
Good battle here then.
Yeah, this would be a good one. That's pretty tight rankings for these two, so this is going to be a big match for both of them.
Kendall Clayton, a sophomore, ranked 6th.
Emery shoots in. She didn't quite get to the angle. She did a crossbody shot, which is a risky shot to take. There she reaches for the head. She's pulling it down. She gives up 3. So 3-0. There's a crossface cradle. So what Emery wants to try to do there is grab that top hand, the hand that's on that bicep, and pull it off if she's able to, not let her lock this up. Brandon girl has got long arms, a little bit taller. This is a perfect move for her, and she's got it locked up. This is going to be tough to stop.
Kendall
now
Clayton.
we're on the back. Well, she broke the legs. No near fall. It was just a 1 count. She needs to really get that hand off of that tricep and then put it over top of her head.
Under a minute to go. Clayton leading 3-0.
It looks like she is going to continue to go for that crossface cradle. That's probably her go-to move, the way it looks. Chet Jones just walked in the gym here. He's an officials evaluator. They got an evaluation system now going on where they evaluate the officials in the South Dakota.
Okay, I was wondering what he was doing here.
And then we get to watch our matches on Mat Boss, and they tell us what we're doing right and wrong. So it's a good way to elevate our officiating in the state.
Okay.
So now she's running a hard half Nelson. She switched. Now Matt picking up. Emery's doing a good job keeping her hips out, and then kind of drops down, goes to, oh, there we got a reversal. And she's got her on her back. Wow. This is a huge turn.
Volker's going to stay in
locked
bounds.
hands. This will
Gotta
be a
have her.
23 seconds.
Keep that right leg.
Gotta have her.
That left leg's got to stay in bounds for Volker.
Oh.
Now she's going to pull her in.
3-3, 15 seconds.
So that was a 6.7-point move because she had the locked hands too. So she's going to get 1 for the
10
technical,
seconds.
2 for the near reversal, and 4 for near fall.
5 seconds.
Should be 7 points for Volker. Let's see if they get all this right here.
Wow, what a turn of events. Great call, Jeremy. 7-3 Volker after trailing 3-0.
And that was just not stopping. She wasn't really in great position when she got mat returned, but then she didn't stop. and pause, she just kept moving and did a switch to the back to the headlock. And then really good mat awareness by keeping that left leg in bounds.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm not a guy that knows a lot about wrestling, but she saw the Kello camera come in across the way.
What kid doesn't want to have highlights on TV, huh?
Absolutely. She picked the perfect time.
So there she goes underneath to a far wrist. Now she switched to a half. She got a power half. And I'll tell you what, these girls, they're like noodles. Their knees will be on the mat, and their back will be on the mat at the same time. Oh, wow, this is a big move. That's a flying cradle.
Volker,
30
seconds to go. Emery Volker.
That was a great transition to a cradle to her back.
That was a lot of fun. Ends 1:31 to go in the second, 29 seconds into the second.
Well, I think if I was Emery, I would be calling the news station and telling them where she wrestles at, because it might help her winning success. It was funny. You're right.
She had some.
Kellyanne showed up in the corner, and she just put it in a new gear.
She was just relentless there. That last 50 seconds just decided that it wasn't happening tonight.
That was a sophomore she beat, ranked 6th in the state. Volker now 6-1, ranked 5th in the state. So
that was awesome.
She'll be moving up.
Laney and Emery, they're just so fun to watch, and they're
you can
both
tell
so
she
driven.
loves it. Yeah,
they do. They both love it, and they just.
Yeah, there's something about watching kids when they really love it and they're playing it. There's a different look.
Yeah, and they have a comfort level now with their mat time. They've had a lot. They didn't start when they were 5 like some, but they picked up quickly.
Wow.
And they're each other's best supporters. You can see them that they're just supporting each other. All right, we got the next one here.
Lilia Matthews, sophomore for T. And this is Engelking.
And early.
Bryn Engelking, 7th grader.
Well, there's a headlock to her back.
Engelking trying not to go on to her
and
back.
this would be Matthews' first win of the year. She's 0-5, I believe. So she can't lock those hands around the head.
Got her.
In. So in front of the home crowd, she gets her first W for the year. Congratulations.
That's awesome. And when you watch a match like you did right before it, that's got to inspire you and motivate you when you see your teammate come out and start it like that. You know what I mean? And you just want to keep it going.
Coach Neeson reminds her to go shake the coach's hands. And Bailey Miller, first win of the year, and she's excited off the mat. She gets congratulations from her coaches and teammates. 26 seconds, Bailey Miller.
It's 138, this match here.
Laney Haynes for T.
Again, Laney placed 8th at the state tournament last year. She had a great tournament.
9-5, you said, coming in here. And Bowers, Avery Bowers, a sophomore from Brandon Valley. Haynes with the early 3-point lead.
And on the girls' side, they don't have a region tournament to qualify for the state tournament, so it's your win record. So you really, these wins are huge for them to be able to qualify. And I'm not sure if there's a voting, coaches voting that section that goes into it too, or if it's just record. I'm not certain about that, but there's not enough girls yet to have a regional tournament, so it's primarily based, first criteria, I believe, is their record.
So Haynes looking good, or Volker looking good at 6-1.
Yeah.
Rick, you made a good point. We didn't talk about it because we had some action going on, but the leadoff hitter, Emery Volker, kind of turned up the energy in here a little bit, and good point for you, by you, that kind of gets the Titans pumped up and gets the blood flowing a little bit.
Yeah, you want to get it right out there, I'm sure, after that.
Yeah, now she went to a butcher. She was a cross wrist. She switched to the butcher. She didn't get any near fall there, but she's definitely working hard to get to that.
So what is that? What is the butcher like?
So they call it. Yeah, it's wrestling's got all these weird names, but the butcher.
That right there.
Well, that's not quite a butcher. That's a. I don't know if there's a name for that one. so there she's underneath the arm to the far wrist, which is a safe way to be on top and not get reversed.
Okay.
There she just broke the hips down again. These are just little things that she's learned and picked up. She's working under the arms to the wrist, trying to flatten them out. Big thing on top is just trying to work for that fall so you don't get called for stalling. Try to get, I think there was a full Nelson. So You can't come underneath both arms and touch the head with both hands, and that's considered a full Nelson.
And you
So
could probably do that by accident. Like you weren't really
Yeah.
planning, you just kind of slide it.
a lot of most of the time it's just experience, and good wrestlers aren't going to do it, but it can happen a little by accident.
10 seconds to go here.
And sometimes you're switching from one side to the other, and that's, I think, probably what happened to her. She went from one side half to another, and when she does it really quick, you got to pull that other hand out quick.
Haynes 5-1. Nope, 7-1.
Yep.
There we go.
Got some back points there.
I officiate a few girls tournaments, and you want to talk about high decibel screaming and cheering. It is the loudest event you can go to.
Wow.
Oh, I bet. Just a different.
It's a different atmosphere
Yeah,
in the gym,
that's cool.
especially when you go to Mitchell in that little tiny wooden gym. with
Just
the wooden
echoing.
bleachers. Yeah.
Amplified. If you play, if it was at Tri Valley, could you imagine that?
Yeah.
That gym is so loud.
Yeah, you don't even hear your whistle because it's just a high-pitched scream and all the girls cheering each other
Oh,
on. There's another
there we
strong
go.
half Nelson. She's got her on her back. So Lainey's doing a good job.
Yeah.
She had her weight on her toes and off her knees, which is exactly what you want to do.
What's her record this year?
She's 9-5. This puts her at 10-5.
Lainey Haynes, 17 seconds into period 2 with the pin.
Yeah, I think when we were in Pierre, she lost 2 of her 5 matches that night. So just had a down day.
Isabella Preheim, she's brand new to this. I talked to Dad before the match, and I said, excited to watch her tonight. He said she's about 500 on the year.
She is. She's 5-5. Yeah.
Okay. So brand new to this is Isabella Preheim. She will be taking on, from Brandon, Reeker. Brenna Reeker, a sophomore.
Ooh, nice shot by Preheim. Just keep driving those legs. Use your head. She needs to look across the back here. She takes her head and looks across the back and keep driving. Don't stop. Brandon does a good job of defending that. Now she's in a tougher position, but she's not giving up. Hopefully they call a stalemate here.
Under 90 seconds to go. First period.
She
0-0.
switched to 1.
Yeah.
She needs to turn that corner, come out to the right side. It's a tough position to finish here. I just hold on and hope for a stalemate.
Yeah, she's not giving in on it.
No, she's not. Now
Still
she's bellied out, which is really
0-0.
hard to hold that hand grip. Ooh,
Oh,
was
that could have been an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah.
That was a good wall up there. I didn't.
Yeah.
Wow. That was surprising to see.
Little haymaker.
Yeah.
So 3-0.
Under a minute to go, 50 seconds.
There was a little force on that one. I thought for sure he'd call that.
So she had a great shot there. She just, the one thing I would say is use her head and look across the back. And she probably would have finished that.
Another one.
Ooh, there we go.
Yep.
There we go. Got away with it once or twice.
A few times.
So scores 3-1 after the unnecessary roughness with the hard crossface.
37 seconds, period 1.
Okay, she's doing a crossface cradle here. This is the second cradle by Brandon. They like running the cradles, I can see that.
20 seconds to go, period 1.
She's bleeding, so Green is bleeding. Blood time, you get 5 minutes for stopping the blood. Hardly ever do you see it go the full 5 minutes. I don't think I ever have. We got really close a couple times, but
And if it does,
it's the match.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a match in the state finals one year that went almost to the complete 5, and that's not where you want to, how you win a state title, right?
Yeah, that's.
So as officials, we were stopping the clock as quick as the blood got stopped to help the opponents there, you know. And cleanup time does not count towards the blood time.
Okay, so when they get it stopped, that's when you see the referee
Stop
with the T,
Yeah. Yep.
meaning time.
So as soon as they put that plug in the nose, then they stop the time and don't penalize the wrestler for cleanup.
Okay.
All right, score 3-1 with, is it Ricker?
Reeker. I didn't do. I looked for coaches, but I don't like to bother them that close to the
Yeah.
So we'll guess. And I've learned this because I have a tough last name. We're used to it. About 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I can relate too. Well, the 120 times I've been called Elmers.
Elmers, Emers, and Elmers, and
5-1 Reeker for Brandon Valley. Rick Williamson. That's another tough one. You've been called, and your son Braxton.
Braxton is always Braxton Williamson.
Yes, and I told him that. I said, for the rest of your life, that's what. So just get used to it. I talked to him today. He was waiting for his father after school, and I said, Brax, you only live about 3 blocks from here.
He just likes to wait for me so he can drive home since he's got his license now.
Oh, okay, different
Oh,
story.
there we go.
There we go. Locked hands. It's going to be a penalty on T, 1 red.
What's that one?
So she locked hands around the body.
Okay.
Can't lock hands around the body until they come up to their feet.
Rick, I feel you should know this. We've gone over this.
It really wasn't a bad penalty because I think if she didn't lock her hands, she probably would have gave up the reversal.
Okay.
So sometimes penalties,
Worth the point.
Yeah, sometimes penalty. Oh, she does it again. So this is a 1-1-2 DQ type move. Oh, there she.
Yeah.
This is just lack of experience.
Right.
She'll learn as she goes.
What was the T there that the referee made us sick?
So the T stands for technical violation. So you're just symbolizing a T for the technical violation, and then it's 1 point red.
Okay.
And how the point scoring for penalties goes with technical violations is 1 point, 1 point, 2 points, and then DQ. So if she does 2 more of these, she loses the match.
And I don't think it's intentional. Like
No,
we said,
it's not.
she's so new to this that I think she caught herself there. I saw her and released her hands, but totally get it.
Very, very common for new wrestlers to do that because it's just a natural habit.
Right.
Easiest way to keep someone down is grab them around the body.
Yep. We'll see how long Kello is here, and then we'll watch the news tonight and get about a 15-second clip is usually how it works. But there are no basketball games, boys or girls, besides T area at Brookings tonight.
That's the only one.
In the state.
Wow.
So there's a half Nelson, pretty tight,
Yep.
and that's it.
Gave a good fight.
Yep.
So good job by Raker.
Yep.
Brenna Raker, Brandon Valley picks up the win. 1:35 into the second over Preheim. T area lost her bubble gum or something there.
I think it was tape around the finger.
Okay.
Maybe.
We having one more here, or
I think
that it?
I think that's it.
Brandon's got cheerleaders.
Yep.
Used to, back in my day, every team had cheerleaders. Now there's very few that have cheerleaders.
Yeah, back in the day, I remember that was so common. They had their pillows.
They had the pillows. These
Yo.
girls do too. And
Did the cheers right on the mat, hitting the mat, and I'm always like, doesn't that get distracting if they're close to getting pinned, and all of a sudden these cheerleaders are slapping the mats?
yeah.
They have 7, Brandon Valley does, so wow.
Oh, we have one match here, it looks like.
Okay, this is going to be possibly Sydney Brown for the T area Titans. Maybe Lily Hamner, we'll see.
Yeah, back in the day, the cheerleader used to give you your medal on tournaments on the podium, and you didn't know if they were going to give you a kiss or not, and that would happen.
Can you? That's crazy how times have changed.
Yeah. My kids would probably quit the sport if they did that now. Some of them, my classmates, look forward to it.
Yeah.
It's a different world.
Yeah.
This girl's looking for somebody to wrestle.
Yeah, she is.
So Mr. Jones down there, the ref, was he the flag man at Houston Speedway? Am I thinking of the right guy?
So he was a wrestling official for a number of years, and then he still coached. Well, I shouldn't say still. He coaches or officiates junior football. I know when my kids were out there doing junior football. I don't know if he still does.
Cool, we got another.
So Emory, so this must be a JV match. Well, an exhibition, I should say. And this might just help them for their record or common opponent type thing too. But Emory's going to get 2 matches tonight.
Yep, this is JV Aaron
She's
Dondo.
like, Kellerland's still here. Put me out, coach.
She has more to do.
Yeah.
She's got a couple more things in her repertoire.
She's like, I'm tired of seeing my dad on the news. I don't want to get on there.
Yeah.
Shaylee Aaron
So she
Dondo.
got the takedown. It's 3-0, and then she got locked hands. So Brandon It's kind of like a free move. Brandon can score off of this yet.
Oh, she's going for 2 tonight.
But then they're going to stop.
Oh, because of that?
Yeah, so once you lock hands, the bottom wrestler has an opportunity to get away or reverse.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
But you're not able to advance and score again. So then they stopped it once you got into a scoring position.
3-1 Volker, 30 seconds into this one. Volker was just out here not too long ago, but boy, she's got a lot of energy. Just over a minute to go. Volker still 3-1. As we saw Erin Dondo down here waiting for the match, I thought she looked pretty muscular, upper body, her arms. And
yeah, this has proven to be a good match here. Emery's already wrestled one tough one already tonight, so this is kind of back-to-back for her.
Yep.
Which is good for her just for her conditioning. State tournament, you got to be in top shape, wrestling multiple day tournaments, tough opponents back-to-back.
So Volker wrapped her leg around. Is she getting ready to try something here?
Yeah, so she's got her inside leg in, and she's underneath to a wrist, which is really safe position to be in. Now she's going to a half Nelson. There she let go of the leg. She's trying a bunch of different moves, and there's one. We're in a tight match here, 3-2.
3-2, 5 seconds left.
This is one that Volker's not probably going to want to lose, obviously. So 3-2 after the first. And it's going to be T's choice. Defers. So she'll get her choice deferred to the third.
Shaylee Arredondo, JV match here. She's at 107, as is Kendall Clayton. What's interesting is...
Oh, it's tied up, 3-3.
Volker beat Clayton, and Clayton is the varsity at 107.
Yeah.
So Arredondo may be wrestling here to try to get up to the varsity level. 3-3, 20 seconds into the period 2.
So second period tied up, minute 30 left. As long as Emery, there's a nice shot.
That was quick.
So now she needs to come up to her feet quickly here. Oh, she's not in good position now. Brandon wants the 3. I would tend to agree that she probably should have gotten it. There it is.
There it is. 6-3 Arredondo, Brandon Valley lead under a minute, 55 seconds.
So this is a big match for Brandon. Now she got that hand over the head. She comes out. She gets a reversal.
There we go.
2. Anticipating the scoring there. Goes to a half Nelson.
40 seconds.
And this girl is tough. And she gets a reversal back.
8-5, 30 seconds to go, Brandon Valley.
So still down by 3. Got a whole period to go yet. And now we got warning on Volker on the bottom.
15 seconds.
Top is on the hips. She really should get off to the side.
5 seconds here. Volker looking to reset. That's it.
So Volker's been called for stalling. Warning. Down by 3, going into the third period, and it's her choice. The coach wanted her to go start neutral, and she just chose top. I agree with the coaches. If she should have went neutral, she could have tied it up with the takedown. Top would not have been the preference choice. She's going to have to turn her.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where she's just thinking that she has a better chance at a near fall type thing?
Yeah,
in her?
she must. I mean, There she gives. So she gives her a point by taking top. So if she would have taken neutral, she wouldn't have given this point up, right?
Yep.
So now she's down by 4. A takedown is 3. She needs to finish this takedown. Come up.
She needs to.
120 left, third. 9-5, Arredondo.
And she gives up another takedown.
12-5. Is this a case of Volker wrestling once already, kind of?
I wouldn't say that. She just hasn't been shooting. She didn't finish 2 of her shots, and that cost her 6 points right there.
And I'm guessing that they have different styles, too. The girl she
yeah.
wrestled first maybe was just more
She was taller and longer.
lanky.
Yep, these two are more similar. 45 seconds left. Grab the headgear, can't do that. So that's 1 point for Volker. So that closes the gap to 6, but there's only 39 seconds left. She's gonna have to reverse her and take her to her and put her to her back. In short matter here to have an opportunity. And there's a caution on red. So she must have been out in front of the elbow, which is an advantage. You gotta be on or behind the elbow.
Okay.
There, Volker comes up to her feet, hips out, goes back down. I think there was probably a locked hands, and he did see it. So it's going to be 7-12.
30 seconds.
Not much time left. He waited a little bit long there to call that. He probably should have called it sooner with the time that's left.
12-7, 24 seconds left, third period.
Only 20, this is not much time. You gotta go guns blazing here. Oh, and she gets taken down again. No change in points. Volker needs to build her legs up. She's flat on the mat.
10
She
seconds.
built up. So this will be Volker's second loss of the year. So
Even if it's a JV, do they still count that as a loss?
yeah, it still will count.
So Arredondo wins 12-7.
And wrestling's one of those things, I imagine, where you can't go in thinking, okay, well, I beat the varsity girl.
Right.
And so this is going to be a cakewalk. Like, I don't think there's any philosophy like that in wrestling, is there? Because it's just not a sport where I don't think you can go in and take anything lightly when you're going person on person like that.
So Emery took 2 really good shots, but she stopped with her head on the mat, and she should have came up to her feet. So that would have been one critique area of improvement, and then the other would just be listening to the coaches on your choice and not give up that extra point. But again, she's young.
Lilia Matthews picked up her first win of the year early on.
There's a nice shot by Matthews. Great shot. There's 3 takedown.
Ashton Grimius, 8th grader for Brandon
So there
Valley.
she gets out to oh, there's a full Nelson. And we're seeing a lot of these illegal moves in the girls wrestling as just for the simple fact that a lot of them haven't wrestled very long, and they're just learning.
Looks like we have a few wrestling multiple tonight.
Yeah. So third period, 3-1 now. Score, tees up. And another locked hands. This is the 1-1, so I would stop the match there.
1 minute left.
So now it's 3-2.
3-2. Matthews of T leading.
I was kind of expecting a quick duel tonight. I didn't realize we'd have all these JV and girls. So So the ESD conference, now that we switched to that, they do a lot of single duels. We were at the DAC 12 before this, and we'd do a lot of tries and quads,
Yes.
which would mean we'd wrestle 2 or 3 matches a night. Now the ESD is a big believer in just having a highlight match and just doing a duel. So
Okay. I was wondering. I looked at the schedule and saw that.
yeah, a little different strategy there. The ESD conference has always taken a lot of credit in duels. So the girls stopped there. I don't know why, but
The referee was telling Matthews something, and she literally stopped and looked at him.
yeah.
Again, you chalk it up to, the newness of the sport, I suppose. Her parents say they wish she would listen to them that closely. No, I'm kidding. 15 seconds, 3-3.
Yeah, she had a great shot in that first period.
Matthews and Grimius into the first period.
And there it is again, but just going to run out of time here probably. Yep, and that's it.
3-3. Tie going into the second. Rick enjoying his peanut butter M&Ms.
Darn right.
Start of the second, 3-3. Looks like we'll have one more girls match after this, and then varsity starting at 190. I stole that from you, Jeremy. I heard you talking to the referee, asking him where we're going to start.
Yeah, 190, they draw a number out of the bag. I usually just have Siri tell me which number from 1 through 14 to start. But there's another nice takedown. So 3. So we're at 6-3 right there. Now she's already got 2 penalty points. There's a smart move by letting her go, because if she has another penalty, it's 2 points.
Okay.
So something she's going to have to work on cleaning up on the top is just not locking hands, full Nelsons, things like that. There's another shot. She's definitely, and she gave it up. She didn't finish it that time. So now she's behind 7-6.
Just under a minute, second period.
And you don't want to look into this half Nelson. You want to look away. And then with her left arm, she should come up and grab the other person's wrist to peel it off the head.
Under 30 seconds, period 2. 7-6, Brandon leads.
Well, there she got a reversal.
Reversal from Matthews. She now leads 8-7, 10 seconds to go.
Keep that wrist with that left hand, and she won't get a penalty that way.
And that's it. 8-7, Matthews leads going into the third.
T is up 8-7. Brandon chooses down in the final period.
Matthews' first win of the year came about a half hour ago. She's going to in the lead for second win of the year.
There she hooked up a cradle. Let's see if she can pull it back and the hands break. But she's going to keep trying to hook it up again. She can prevent doing a full Nelson here and just keep working those arms and head. Oh, I did not see that, but. So the next one is the match is over. So now she lets her go to her feet. And we are down, T is down 8-10 with that 2-point penalty and the 1-point escape.
1:30 left.
So she's going to have to beat her on her feet to win this match. Take down, let go. It's too risky to be on top after having 3 penalties on top.
Sure.
Oh, tries a headlock. She hunted for that, and she went for it. She's going. She doesn't have it yet, but she's squeezing. And I don't think she's right now going to get it unless something changes. She grabbed the wrist. Keeps grabbing the wrist, and she's out of position now. And there's the decibels I was talking about earlier. So there's 3 points for Brandon, so she's up by 5, and now she turns it to the back, and she looks pretty flat.
45 seconds.
And that's it. And Brandon's crowd goes crazy.
Matthews came into this one leading 8-7.
Yeah.
Fall by Brandon for Grimius to win that one.
So Laney's going out for her second match. So a lot of our girls are getting 2 matches in tonight. Brandon's got more girls, so just giving their girls a chance to get a match in.
Laney Haynes, freshman for the Titans. Kaylee Solon, junior for Brandon.
Area Laney Haynes.
There's a nice takedown, 3-0 T. That was a hard crossface. She's got the far elbow. There she does a half Nelson. Probably the move I've seen the most success with on the girls' side is the half Nelson this year as an official watching.
Okay. Uh-oh.
And there is a fall.
40 seconds in, Haynes with the pin.
We're prepared to get into the boys' duel. That duel will start at 190 pounds. Again, Brandon Valley currently ranked 5th in the duel ranking, 6th in the individual. They are coached by Tom Meester, Gordon Ingram, Joel Evans, Corey Anderson, Matt Strand, Craig Kressler, Kobe Terpstra, and Joey Struy. T-Area is ranked 5th in the individual scores. They are coached by John Neeson, Jacob Nicolaisen, Josh Sundahl, Jordan Bean, and Blake Beats.
Here are the captains. Assistants for Brandon Valley, Morgan Engelbrecht, Joel Evans, Corey Anderson, Matt Schrant, Craig Pressler, Kobe Terpstra, and Joey Struy. Head coach Tom Meester. Head coach for Brandon Girls, Derek Outland. For the Titans, Todd Gannon, Jacob Nicolaisen, and Josh Sundel, Jordan Bean, Blake Beats are the assistants. John Neeson in year number 7, 8, somewhere around there. Neeson took over a Titans program that was somewhat struggling. And I remember the first year he did, the Sioux Falls athletic director commented, said, "I heard you guys have a good wrestling coach out there." And I told him to keep his hands off. But John's done a great job here. And so we'll start with Gabriel Bastemeyer, senior, for the Titans. Jeremy told you earlier he's wrestled JV all year, and he won his spot, or won a varsity spot to wrestle here tonight. He'll take on, I believe it's going to be Cody Lindenkugel, freshman for Brandon Valley.
Yeah, and before we get into this match, just want to do a shout out to the youth board members.
Yes, please.
So Rhonda Wilson, Ryan Stevenson, Megan Gassman, Heather and Rod Fortin, Rick Woodring, Danielle Hoyer, Sarah Stahlmacher, Tina Hillison, Josh Sundahl, and myself. So that's your T Youth Wrestling board members. We've got like 140 kids signed up this year.
Wow.
We got pictures going on in the room next door.
I heard about that. What does being a board member, what are we doing here on a weekly basis?
Yeah, there's actually quite a bit. It's when you're managing 140 kids, 240 parents, right? And it's practices a couple days a week. It's tournaments, dual events, and the season's pretty long. It starts in November, goes through March. So it's a big commitment. Do a lot of fundraising, and then they do a lot of summer wrestling too, and going summer camps and things like that. Really, it's just building the foundation for this high school program and middle school program, so that when Coach Neeson and his staff there gets them in the high school room, they've got the basics down, and he can work on getting them to the next level from there and keep developing them. We see a lot of success with these kids that start young and stick through it and put the time in, just like any sport, for that matter.
Yeah. When did the youth program start? When did it really get hot and heavy? Or when?
Yeah, we started it back in, let me think here, probably 2009 is when we started. And we had the year before that, there was like 15 kids out, and Corey Slakehouse and I took it over. We had 55 kids out the first year, grew it every year since then. We were at 100 kids the last couple years, and then this year it blew up a little bit to 140. So one of the things that we implemented was having a board member having a board member that has a kid in the program at each grade. So, you know, we have a kindergarten kid, we want to have a parent in that class be on the board, a first grade, et cetera, up, and just brings continuity to the program, allows us to identify if we're missing kids and where numbers are low, who are we missing.
Sure.
We do a lot, you know, there's a lot of recruiting going on too with football kids, and, you know, Rod Fortin's kind of leading the charge now, and he's recruiting on the football fields and getting kids out that aren't doing other sports, and just really building up the numbers.
Yeah.
But it's been fun to see the, you know, I'd say Connor Eimers and Quincy and that whole group, you know, Maddox, all those guys, Stunnebeck, all those guys were kind of the foundation starters that started in the youth, and once they came up through the program, it excited the other kids, and you know, like I said, I think the first 11 years we had 3 kids place. Last year we had 8, you know, so
That's
it's
crazy.
It's now these kids have kids to look up to. You know, we got Sam Wordle, 2-time state champ. We've been blessed with 2-time state champs here the last few years.
Yes. Slakehouse, Holderson, and Wordle.
Yeah, and now we've got Tyler Woodring ranked number 1 in the state. He'll have the number 3 kid. The number 3 was ranked number 1, so this could be a matchup you'll see potentially at state tournament.
Tyler's the junior player,
Yeah.
wrestler. You're talking about Brendan Omi.
Yeah, Brendan Omi comes from a really strong family of wrestlers. His older brother wrestles for the Air Force Division I.
Oh, wow.
His other brother is wrestling for USF. Multiple state champs. Super successful at the high school level. Wrestled year-round. Like I said, Brandon's had a really powerhouse wrestling program the last few years. The Shunkies.
Yes, absolutely. Mason?
We got a.
I'm trying to remember.
Nope, wasn't Mason.
No.
So here we go, 190. And we've got a Shunky wrestling tonight, coming back from being out this year. He's a state champ last year. So all right, we've got Bastemeyer. We're kicking off at 190. He is 0-0 on the year for varsity. He's wrestling Cody
Lindenkugel?
There we go. Linda Kugel's a
Brandon
freshman.
Cody Lindekugel, currently receiving some honorable mention recognition. After T-Area Gabriel Bastemeyer.
Yeah, and Brandon's currently honorable mention, which means he's top 12, somewhere between 9 and 12, ranked in the state, which means a state qualifier and winning a match there is what they anticipate. His record is 9-13. Bastemeyer is 0-0. As I mentioned, he won the wrestle-off this week. And there he is. This would be a 3 takedown for Bastemeyer.
He leads 3-0 with 90 seconds to go, period 1.
Bastemeyer is definitely the underdog in this match, just for the simple fact that he hasn't had any varsity experience this year.
Good size for both of these. Bastemeyer a little taller, pretty tall kid. The wrestle-off, will you get into that at some point? Do they do the wrestle-off every week? I know Coach Neeson has told me.
Yeah, they don't do it every week.
Right.
Unless, usually every couple, 2 to 3, probably every 2 weeks. A lot of it depends on how equal the kids are too. If there's 2 kids that virtually equal, They'll probably have it a little more often. So there it's 3-1.
3-1, Bastemeyer leading, 44 seconds to go. It's a good way to do it. It's there's no claiming politics or anything else comes into play.
No, there's warning red. As I said, Blaine Bacon, the official tonight, has been calling stalling. It's been great to see. Called it pretty early there. Ooh, there, Bastemeyer was not ready for that shot. Cody got in on the ankles pretty darn good. Bastemeyer's underneath to an ankle. He's trying to spin around. He needs to get his hips back if he wants to try to score off of this.
15 seconds.
10 seconds remaining. He's going to have to work close. You got to get his hips down and free that hand that's on his ankle. I don't see it happening. And there's the match, period. 3-1. T-Titans lead.
Overall, as now we get into varsity matches, Titans probably an underdog here tonight.
Yeah, definitely an underdog. Brandon's ranked 5th in the duels. T is not ranked in the top 8.
Who do we have out injured? I know we had a number out last time.
Yeah, so we've got Dawson Eimers back, and I think we got Sam back tonight for the first time. We'll see here in a little bit. Cade Eimers at 106 is out with an injury. He's out for 6 weeks. So that really going to hurt us tonight. That's all we have out. And it looks like Brandon got Shunky back, which is he's a state runner-up last year. So that's a huge, he's undefeated 4-0. Favorite to win it again this year. Wow. So getting him back in the lineup really is going to have a positive impact on them. If Bastemeyer can win this match and somehow get a pin, this would be a huge upset. And he's getting him close to his back now. Let's see if he'll be able to get that elbow up. Doesn't look like it right now.
Titans leading 3-1, just over a minute, minute 5 to go second period.
So I'm not sure this move, what he's doing here.
This is called the Bastemeyer.
I would try to go to something more traditional.
Bastemeyer, for being such an underdog, looks fairly comfortable out there.
Yeah, he's been wrestling in a youth program for a number of years, put a lot of time in.
30 seconds to go. Rick Williamson, if you don't give me some of those peanut butter M&Ms, this is what I'm going to do to you right here. You got that?
What's that? I didn't hear you. My mic or my headset was cutting out, actually.
3-1, Bastemeyer, 15 seconds to go. Bastemeyer looking good for being the underdog. 10 seconds. Is there? Oh. 8 seconds. And I know we don't have a timer for the live stream, correct? So
nope.
Just trying to.
Score's up there, but
just trying to keep everybody updated on the time. I know when I watch
time and period, because there's no period on the.
So he's going to want to hold him down here for the short time, not give up any points. Stay behind, break him down, don't get in bad position. There's time.
There he goes, 3-1, Bastemeyer, T area, going into the second period.
So T's choice here after the first. He chose his down.
Third period now.
Oh, second period. Should be second, isn't it?
No, I think it's third.
Is it? Okay. Got away on me.
I thought it was second, too. It's just that's a low score for third.
Yeah, I thought it was second.
Really? Well.
We're going to see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's second. There was only a takedown and escape, but I think the clock's wrong.
I agree.
I'm not quite sure why Bastemeyer's doing what he's doing here.
1:30 to go. Bastemeyer still up 3-1.
Oh, he gets away. So there's one. So now it's 4-1. Bastemeyer, he lets him in on another shot. This is the second time he's let him in.
Yeah. Is he just not anticipating, or is Lyndon Kugel that fast?
It's just his style. Again, this is his first varsity match.
Sure.
He is getting his hips back good. See if he can score off of this. He's in a position to score, but he hasn't scored yet. Now it's close. He's got the ankle, and there's three. So that's a big takedown. He needs to keep that ankle. That's called a Turk. If he'd keep that ankle and elevate it, put him to his back, there he has it. He's got him on his back. He's getting the near fall, but he's nowhere near tight for a pin. It's pretty loose.
7-1, Coach Neeson
Should
animated.
get a couple for that, right?
He's holding 4.
30
so you can
seconds.
see the officials got 4 of theirs. So it's 11-1. So now we're at a major. So the team points, if you get over 8 points, you get 4 team points instead of 3.
Great start.
Yeah, if he'd somehow tech follow him. Now, just pulling him back is not what Coach wants to see.
I was going to say, you're kind of inviting.
This might be third period, Rick. I didn't.
I think it is the
was our
way
first
the
wrestler.
reactions are.
5 seconds.
Ooh, there we go. There we go.
Great match by Bassmeyer.
2, 3. Can we get 3 more?
That's it. 3 more.
So, yeah, it was
14-1.
So 14-1. He really scored a lot in that third period.
Decision began the duel.
Hey, great job, Gabriel Bastemeyer. First varsity appearance. It's
Pretty
a
sure I
very
missed
nice
that whole second period.
11.
Well, I don't think much happened during
Yeah.
that second period now that I look back at it. So is that 4 points there for the
Yeah,
Tech ball.
we'll get 4 for the team, correct.
Yep.
11-1, Gabriel Bastemeyer over a top 12 ranked wrestler. So,
this
congratulations.
is Elijah Shunky, state runner-up last year, 4-0.
Brandon Valley.
First time back here on the mat. Again, this is a huge benefit for Brandon to get him back before our duel.
Jaden Waltner for T-Area, Scrappy Jr.
Who did Chunky lose to in the championship match? I watched it, and I
Yeah.
can't think of it.
Every once in a while.
It was a pure kid. It was actually Sarda.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Sarda.
I was going to say, I know I watched that match.
Yeah, Sarda is just like this. He's just all muscle.
Jeremy's so good at this, we have to try to
Stump him.
Stump him every once in a while and put him on the spot like I did the last time when I expected him to name all the junior wrestling board members. So,
Well,
good
you
job.
know.
Yeah, I'm in the air guard with Sarda's sister. So,
Okay.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that Sarda is just an ox. It's like the body you wish you had, right?
As an adult, not to mention a high schooler.
Yeah. So Shunky beat him earlier in the year, and then he came back and beat him in the finals, I believe. So there he's got
Waltner.
another takedown. So it's 6-1. Shunky.
6-1, under a minute to go, first period.
Yeah. So Elijah, the heavy favorite, obviously here. His brother's playing Division I football. I forget the school he is with. He could have wrestled Division I too.
Wow.
Really good athletes. His parents were really good. His dad was a wrestler. His mom was an athlete.
What's his brother's name? Is it Kansas State? Is that where he's at?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I believe so. Offensive line, or he's got a unique first name, I believe. He's a big kid.
I just saw him at the Lincoln tournament. I just drawn a blank here.
Okay.
There we go. He's got him on his back.
10 seconds here. Shunky
There's
leading
a pin.
6-1 the pin.
So that was pretty expected right there.
Yep.
Tough task there for Waltner.
The goal score to 6-4. We are at 285 pounds.
Is there any more Shunkies, or are they going to get a break in
That's
the
it.
grocery bill?
Navarro
Navarro,
Shunky.
yes. Yep.
Yes, Kansas State.
Yep. Was the
And you are correct, offensive lineman.
the original first name? I remember that.
Navarro, yes.
We got Chase DeBoer here. Going up to heavyweight. He's walking around at probably 212, 215 pounds. Pretty small heavyweight, but he's had a lot of success. Currently ranked number 2 in the state, behind Micah Hyde from Watertown, who is a commit for SDSU wrestling and football, but now went into the open and went into the portal this week. Obviously. So he. So there, Chase got a single leg for a takedown.
Ethan Scheiker. Is that how you say the last name?
Schleicher.
Scheiker
Schleicher.
Senior.
You got an L in there.
Yep.
Is there really?
Schleicher.
Not in my program.
Hey, I'm going by the scoreboard.
Scoreboard 1, me 0 tonight.
So 3-0 right here. Chase got the
DeBoer
top
up
position.
1 minute in, 3-0.
Chase getting recruited heavily for football as a junior. University of Iowa, SDSU, USD. He's going to put a lot of weight on yet. He's going to be a late bloomer, I can tell you that. He'll put a...
Yeah, it's crazy to think of a late bloomer that already looks like that as a junior, but you're right. There's a lot of growth, room for growth on that frame.
Has no body fat.
I talked with Reese Kirschenman, SDSU defensive end, and he was really excited for Chase DeBoer. Said he saw him at a camp in this summer, and he said he watches our games just to watch Chase and see how he's doing. And so a lot of good things by Reese Kirschenman, who's recommitted to the SDSU Jackrabbits and hopefully is a starting defensive end next year.
Yeah, Chase Van Tol recommitted with the Jackrabbits also.
Absolutely.
I was in the mountain snowmobiling when we were on the mountain when all that went down.
It was crazy.
Yeah, he was getting called by the coaches, and he's like, look, I don't have service. I'm on a snowmobile.
Such a tough decision, too, for young guys like that when you have people that want you and want you to go here, come with me, stay here.
And now we've got money involved, which we've never have before.
Yeah.
3-0 DeBoer after 1.
Yeah, so it was a good takedown there by DeBoer. Rode him out, couldn't get him turned. DeBoer's going down. This is a match that T really needs to score, get a pin, get to 16 points if possible. Again, Chase is ranked number 2 state. We expect a lot of big things out of him because of that. There he tied up Chase's ankle. Wasn't able to get that escape. It was really close.
DeBoer giving up about 60 pounds, I'm sure.
Yeah, at least, I would say, probably. There he goes. Trying to peel. He's got to stay in bounds here. Brandon's been warned for stalling once.
Not a bounds. 3-0, DeBoer, 90 seconds to go, period 2. Brandon, after 2 matches, up 6-4. Bastemeyer the win for T, and then Shunky the win for Brandon.
Ethan Schleichter from Brandon's a senior. So 1:30 in the second to go. Chase trying to get to his feet. There's locked hands. He'll get 1 point for that. So I would blow the whistle here unless he thinks he's going to improve. There's one. So we got one.
Wow, look at DeBoer.
So what do we got? We got one for the penalty point. So his shoelace came untied, so that's a stall call.
So 7-0 DeBoer.
Stalling red, 1 green, because that was his second stall call.
Okay.
So there's a technical violation, locked hands. And he must have gave him the reversal is what I'm assuming. What was the score prior
I think
to
he
this?
did motion the reversal there.
Okay. So he gave him the 1 technical, 2 reversal, and then the 1. So that's 4. Yeah, so we're at 7-0. Second period, 1:10. And Brandon, there, Ethan, he's going to try to do a roll. He's got Chase's elbow locked up, and he's going to sit through. Chase try to stop that.
When DeBoer spun him around on the edge and then jumped on him, it just made me think of football. It was like a football move, but I'm sure they both, wrestling helps football and football helps wrestling.
It does. Yeah, you're hearing more college coaches, NFL coaches talk up wrestlers who want to wrestle.
You do.
You know, footwork, balance,
hands,
hand grip.
Look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers has the Chamberlain Cub.
Yeah.
Just the balance, too. You know, just being able to contort your body and still stay strong.
The polar bear out of Chamberlain, what's his name again?
Nash Hutmacher. Yeah.
He's a monster.
Oh.
Yeah, he went out for wrestling last year, qualified for the National Division I tournament, and he really went out just to improve his stock on the draft pick.
Sure.
So, and he missed it. Chase here, he's pulling back to he did a chin drop. They call that a chin drop. He's got to get there. Oh, time is out, and he got 3. In a great position to finish the match, just ran out of time. Got 3 near fall. We're at 10-0.
10-0, DeBoer leads. DeBoer's giving up height, and he's giving up a lot of weight, but he leads 10-0 start of the third period here. Impressive showing by the junior.
There he did a big shot. That was a beautiful, beautiful takedown.
That's athleticism right there.
It was. Very little really very little effort just because of the way he went and turned the corner.
Right, he made it look very easy.
13-0.
So he needs to turn him here and go for the pin. I would say Coach is probably going to let the clock go down to a minute, and then he'll probably cut him to try to get the tech fall. Or 45 seconds.
That one will be on Kello for sure. A couple beautiful moves here by DeBoer.
Yeah, Chase really needs to get out here to the side, work hard. Ethan needs to build up to his knees, try to score here. He might get called again for stalling. He's bellied out.
6'4", Lynx leading this one early.
There he's got a bar arm put in. Chase is going to try for this fall.
There you go.
Extra
There we go.
point.
Wow, that's strength. That's a big
There it
one.
is right there.
Yeah, nice.
There it is.
Wow, Chase DeBoer.
So he puts an arm bar in, turns him slowly, good position.
Wow. 103 left in the third.
Brandon Valley 6.
Chase DeBoer, how impressive was that?
10-6 now on the team score. Titans lead.
Yeah.
So Aaron Halber, he's our 6-pounder
106 pounds.
now.
Now, is this his varsity debut, or has he been?
He's 1 and 2 on varsity
Okay.
right now. And then Isaac Weirheim is honorable mention, so he's top 12 ranked between 9 and 12 in the state. His record is 9 and 13. He's an 8th grader, so 2 8th graders here. So Isaac just took a really good shot. I officiated Isaac here at the Floyd tournament this week. He's really strong.
Now, Halber should be pretty experienced when it comes to wrestling with like brothers and family members.
Yeah.
With being one of many cousins and one of many children in the family.
A younger brother too. Is he baby?
Nathaniel, he's really good, yeah. So there's a takedown. Brandon, 3-0. And out of bounds.
Weirheim leads 3-0. 51 seconds into the first.
What grade is Aaron in?
8th grader.
Okay.
8th grade versus 8th grade here. This will be the only.
There's a
8th
switch
grader.
attempt here by Aaron.
1
He
minute
wants to
in.
try to get that left leg. Now, Isaac did a great job of putting his head up, try to and preventing that. So Aaron should try to go forward here, not reach back. That reaching back is going to hurt him with that half Nelson right there.
Still 3-0, 40 seconds to go, opening period.
So with Aaron reaching back, it just opened up the move for Isaac there.
Sure.
So
25 seconds.
So there he fought out of it. But he put himself in that position. 16 seconds remaining.
It's a good job of fighting off the near fall, though. You know, it could have been.
Yeah, he was in a really bad position there for about 15 seconds.
5 seconds to go. Weirheim up 3-0. Brandon Valley, first period. That's how it'll end.
3-0.
That's how the first period will end, I should say.
So deferred to T. T's choosing down. So Aaron, his objective here is to get an escape or reversal. Isaac's a big 6-pounder there from Brandon.
No report on the girls' game yet in Brookings, but it looks like it's going to be a late night if they haven't even started that one yet. 3-0, Weirheim Brandon. 1:30 second. T leads early on the fourth match here, 10-6.
There he's got up to his feet. He needs to peel.
There we
Hands
go.
keep moving his feet. There he gets the one. So now it's 3-1.
Wow.
But Isaac, he's going right in for the shots.
He sure did.
And we can't take bad shots. And there's Isaac taking another shot. They're out of bounds.
1:07 to go, second period. Brandon Valley's Weirheim leading 3-1.
Again, Isaac is honorable mention in the state, top 12, somewhere between 9 and 12 on the ratings board. And he takes Aaron down again with an aggressive shot there.
6-1, 45 seconds in second.
So Aaron's going to have to keep his hands forward, try to get hand control and work up. Isaac's working those wrists. He's been really aggressive at trying to turn them with the half Nelson earlier. Aaron's back up to his feet, and he gets one. 6-2. And Aaron tries to take a shot, but he doesn't clear the arms, so he doesn't get to the legs. Isaac takes a shot. He's back on his knees. Aaron gives up the right leg, and that gives up the takedown for another 3. So it's now 9-2.
End of second.
So Isaac's got a commanding lead of 9-2 after the second, 1 period to go. He chooses neutral. He's been pretty dominant on his feet.
(9-2) Weirheim. Brandon Valley leads. Titans lead for the moment. Overall 10-6. This is period 3, under 2 minutes, under a minute 50.
Okay, now Aaron has needs to come keep that leg, finish that takedown. He doesn't have it yet. He needs to free that arm, but he needs to work up, lift his head, pick up that leg. He's giving Isaac a lot of time to fight that, so he gets 3. So it's 5-9. That's a big takedown for Aaron. And he's putting the leg in, which is going to get him in a high position most likely here. It's
1:25 left, third period.
Ooh. He needs to keep, this is a problem I saw in an earlier match, putting the legs in, getting too high. Potentially dangerous. So they stopped that. He came across the throat. Just a safety concern.
Okay. 1:12 to go, 9-5. Brandon leading this one.
A lot of time here for points to be scored yet by both kids. Aaron goes to a crossface cradle. He doesn't have the ankle cap, so he's a little dangerous. He can get high pretty easy here. He should be capping that ankle if he's going to run that.
1 minute.
Isaac's going to try to get hand control. Aaron's just over top of the hips on the back.
45 seconds.
Isaac's trying to work up. There, Aaron gets an ankle capped on the left side. He needs to get his hips up. There he's trying for the crossface cradle, see if he can get that head to the knee.
30 seconds.
Again, Aaron, Isaac's a really strong kid on the bottom. 22 seconds left. So he's a potential dangerous, probably on the ankle. 18 seconds to go. If he can just hold him, it would give Brandon 3 team points when Brandon was in a position of almost getting 4 there as a major.
18
so
seconds to go.
You don't really want to give up anything big here to give up a major just for team points.
10 seconds.
It's not enough. It's going to be hard to turn him with short time. 6. And that's the match. 9-5. Good showing by Aaron against the top 12 rated kid in the state.
That was.
So that's 3 team points. So the team score is 10-9 Brandon.
Henry Fortin for the Titans, an 8th grader. And he's going to take on, I believe, Beckett Rehorst, sophomore.
Brandon Valley, at 113 pounds, Harvey Schuer.
Oh, Harvey Schuer.
Schuer receiving honorable mention recognition, Henry Fortin.
So Harvey is a 9th grader. His record is 2-3. Henry is 9-9. He's an 8th grader, and he's honorable mention. He got a takedown, 3-0.
Fortin leading early, 3-0. 90 seconds left, period 1.
So Henry's probably heavily favored in this match. But as we saw at the 190-pound match,
Wow.
don't matter if you're favored or not. There's one, so 3-1.
1 minute left.
There's a low single. We'll see if he can finish this. Right here, he's going to want to elevate with the right hand. He's got the hand behind the hip on the left.
From Brookings Bobcats lead the Lady Etiria Titans 8-3. 2 minutes left, first quarter.
There's another takedown by Henry, 6-1 team score or match score. So it's
30 seconds.
Henry and Harvey, I guess. Harvey from Brandon.
You don't see that often.
He lets him go, so 6-2 is the score. Short time here. He takes another shot.
10 seconds.
You purposely let him go, so you really want to see him score this if he's going to cut him with that much short time left.
Sure.
4 times, he might just hold on and not get it. We'll see. There it is, 3, right before the buzzer.
Wow. 9-2.
Tom Meester, assistant coach, holding the official over. And he's checking the score. He's going to talk to the scorekeeper. No time. He said that time was out before they scored that.
Wow.
Meester's a multiple national champ from Augustana.
And he's the assistant?
Assistant, yeah. Great coach, great guy. He's a great wrestler. All right, so Henry's on the bottom. He's ahead 6-2. We're in the second period. He's working those hands. He got one. There's 7-2. Out of bounds. Quick shot to the low single. Now let's see if he can finish it here. Ooh, is he gonna? If he doesn't get it, he's probably gonna get a fleeing the mat.
Sure, you would think.
There it is. There's the technical fleeing. There's one green.
Pretty obvious.
8-2. All right, another shot. Hard to call stalling on the kid that's being intentionally let go. If you're intentionally letting him go, it's hard to call him even though you're doing all the shooting.
Sure. (8-2) Fortin Etiria leads. Stand still. 1:06 to go in the second. Titans leading overall 10-9.
Henry's doing a lot of shots, but he needs to work on getting those finishes a little bit sooner, coming up to his feet. Out of bounds.
49 to go. Fortin leading 8-2. Still 30 seconds in the second.
So as you're seeing, as the match is going on, it's become harder for Henry to take him down. They're out of bounds again.
This might be a new record with the 1 foot rule of out of bounds so far. 19 seconds. Fortin still 8-2. into the first girls basketball. Brookings leads T area 12-3.
There's another shot with 4 seconds left. Just question, can he finish it? There it is, 3. So he awarded the 3 there. So it's 11-2, 9-point difference here. This is definitely a match that T is hoping for some bonus points.
Yes.
Right now they've got the major. Henry shoots in. See if he can get another takedown here.
This is the third period, just beginning.
Beginning of the third period.
Titans with a 10-9 lead so far.
We called 3 and waved it off. It was a good wave off. He anticipated the takedown. Wasn't there. That was a good call off. There's where you want him to go right to his back. And he does. He's got a takedown to his back.
14-2 for Fortin, 1:26 to go, third period.
Any near fall? 4, he did. That's a tech fall. So
Good job by Fortin, 18-2, 1:20 left in the third.
Makes score 15-9 in favor of T.
So 15-9, Thierry of Bastemeyer, DeBoer, and Fortin have won for the Titans.
One of our matchups for the evening,
Shunky
we got
and
number 1
Weirheim
ranked
have won
Beckett Rehorst
for the
of
Lynx
Grand
so
Valley
far.
versus number 3 ranked Slater Wilson of T area.
So number 1 ranked, number 3 ranked, you're going to see Beckett Rehorst. He is a machine on his feet. He can take kids down and let them go like it's nothing.
Is this the premier match tonight?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Rehorst is just super dominant on his feet. I had the pleasure of officiating him at the Lincoln tournament this week, and he just destroying kids. Take down, let them go. We'll see if Slater can hang in here, but Slater is ranked number 3 now. So it is number 1 and 3. But what I've seen from Rehorst this year is his strength right there.
Yep.
And his ability to take really good kids down quite easily. So there he's going to let him go. So it's 3-1. And this is where he dominates, is on his feet. And there's been no one in the state that's been able to slow him down yet. His record is 13-1. I'm pretty sure his loss is out of state.
Yep.
Brandon's done quite a bit of out-of-state wrestling this year and some really tough tournaments. So
Both these guys are really quick.
yeah. You know, and Slater's a freshman. Rehorst, he is a sophomore.
Yep.
So 1 year older. Rehorst placed 7th in the state last year, and Slater was a state qualifier.
Okay. 6'2", Rehorst.
Slater's really improved over the summer. He's put a lot of time in, but I would say Rehorst has done the same thing, going from a 7th place finish to, you know, pretty dominant number 1 this year.
Wow.
It's a coach's dream.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we have got this matchup, which is number 1 and 3, and then we got Tyler Woodring and Omi, which is a number 1 and 3. So 2 highly ranked.
Wow, back to back.
Yeah. And they're out of bounds there. So 14, 6-4. Slater's done a good job of slowing him down, his tempo down, but he has gotten 2 takedowns already. And there Slater tries to take a shot, arm drag, doesn't get it. Rehorst takes a shot. Slater's double underhook, stops it.
And that's the end of the first period. 6-2, Rehorst, Brandon Valley with the lead. Titans leading overall 15-9 early on.
So Beckett chose down there. He's just so explosive. It's had a lot of people like ask me, where the heck has this kid come from? And he's kind of like come up through the program at Brandon. And I tell you what, he's just really got to a different level this year. I always felt like he was really good. I don't know if. So 7-2, Rehorst.
90
He's
seconds
in on
left.
another shot here. Look at the strength. Second time he's picked Slater up in the air. So it's 3 there.
Wow. (10-2). Still 80 seconds to go.
And Rehorse just has a motor. It just doesn't stop. He just goes.
It looks like it. Even when there's time and they go out of bounds, he's running up to the middle and he's ready to go.
Yeah, I don't think the kid gets tired.
Under a minute, 57 seconds to go, second period.
Ten to 2. 36 seconds remaining in the second. I'm a little surprised that Rehorse isn't just cutting him and letting him go. There he goes.
Cutting him and letting him go and then go for a 3-point takedown.
Yeah, that's usually, when I watched him this week wrestle, that was what he was doing, just cutting, letting kids go, cutting them, letting them go, taking them down.
Wow.
Just over and over. Tech fall would be over. I had one of his matches, and he tech fouled the kid in the first period. It was just it was a takedown clinic.
End of the second, Rehorse leading 10-3.
So Slater's doing a good job of hanging in here. He's giving up 3 takedowns. 2 of them he got lofted in the air. He's going to go down. This is a smart move because, you know, he's going to probably cut him or let him go.
Yep.
Let's see if he tries riding him out. So it's just a decision right now. But he gets another takedown, I believe that. So it's 10 to 4. They're up by 6. So he gets another takedown. He's going to move into a major, which would be a 14 points. I guarantee you Rehorse is not thinking about stopping anytime. There he's in on a single leg. Slater's doing a good job of defending it with a whizzer.
90 seconds, third period.
So Slater's got to keep that right leg back, keep his head up so he doesn't get put in a cradle. Keep that whizzer. He's really eating clock right now. We'll see. There we go. There's no takedown. So good job defending that single leg. Got a minute 10 left, third period. Slater's going to want to move his feet a little bit more.
10 to 4, 1 minute to go, third period.
Slater's 15-4 on the year. Beckett Rehorse is 13-1.
Wow.
Both kids having a great season so far. Ooh, and he tries for a takedown. He does a duck under, but he actually gets taken down off of it, and now he's got a cradle hooked up on him. So it's 13-4, and he's going to try to go for near fall, which this would really benefit the Brandon team, and that's getting tight. 22 seconds. So he's up to a major, and Slater did a great job of breaking that cradle. That was really tight.
10 seconds.
Beckett getting a little physical on the top. So 9-point difference. So 14 points. Good job by both.
13-4 Rehorse over Wilson.
So this will be the featured match here. So we've got returning state champ Brandon Olme. So he won the state tournament last year.
Wow.
Woodring got third last year. Number 1 and number 3. This has a lot on the stake here for seeds at the state tournament. This is a huge match for seed points.
Okay.
So we'll see how this goes. 2 different styles here completely. Olme's done a lot of Greco over the years.
Oh, wow.
He's got him down to his back, and he's put him on his takedown to his back.
Oh, wow, look at this.
And at this,
Woodring.
and there's a pin by Woodring in the first period over the number 3 returning state champion.
31 seconds in for Tyler Woodring.
And
Coach John Neeson off his chair jumping around.
And Tyler has been pinning every kid in the state this year.
Wow. 31 seconds in. Tyler Woodring comes running off the mat and into the hall. What a nice win by him. Here's Sam Bullis.
132 pounds for Brandon Valley.
So Bullis went down to 32. He was at 38. And we got Deffenbaugh.
Yep, Gunnar Duffenbaugh. Doesn't give a grade.
I don't have him on my roster.
Little update to the viewers. Our third partner here thought he was going to be out of here about a half hour ago. He has an appointment in Sioux Falls, so the score isn't going to be on the broadcast. So we'll do our best to keep you updated more on the score. He wasn't anticipating the 7 girls matches and the JV matches, so he had to leave, but it's all right. We'll update you.
Yeah.
0-0.
So Sam Bullis, he's a newer wrestler for us, a sophomore, wrestled last year. He's 1-9, so he's got 1 win for the year. We got blood on green, so he's got a bloody nose.
58 seconds in, 102 left, scoreless, 0-0. Overall, Titans leading 21-13 after the pin by Tyler Woodring, 31 seconds in.
So I don't think anyone in the gym expected a pin out of Tyler. I mean, there's 2 of the top kids in the state, right?
Yeah.
Was.
Tyler might have expected
He
it.
might have. Well, he's been pinning everyone this year, but I mean,
Wow.
Brennan Nomi returning state champ, and then to just do it in the first period like that, he's done that to some really highly successful wrestlers this year. And then our very first match, Gabriel Bastemeyer beat an honorable mention, and he just got the varsity spot this week.
Yeah,
wrestling
wow.
off. So that was another win there that was probably not expected. Did a great job. And then, you know, Brandon's got Shunky back in the lineup, returning state runner-up. He got 6 points, so getting him back was a big win.
Yep.
Now Sam Bullis here, he wants to give up that arm. So he got taken down. It's 3-0. And then he gets 1 for an escape, so it's 3-1. And he's trying to get that takedown. There's a whizzer, so he shouldn't step over. He did step over. He wants to try to swim that arm out. If he does, he'll get the 3. We'll see if he can get this. Ooh, and he might try to get him to his back. Bullis has 1 win on the year. This would be a huge win for Bullis. Huge win for the Titans.
15 seconds.
Super early into this match. He had an opportunity to turn him there, and that
10 seconds.
as a coach, you want to see him maximize that. Now he's got a bar arm. We'll see if he can't get him over there. Ooh, so he's got about 3 opportunities to turn him.
4-3 Bullis after the first period.
4-3 Bullis first period. Fun fact, Sam Bullis' mom, Casey Bullis, is my supervisor out at the air base. So
You better be nice.
better be nice.
Say nice things here. You don't have any middle schoolers, do you? Dad is the principal at the middle school.
Yeah,
so.
don't have any middle schoolers. We made it through. Yeah. All right, so Bullis is down on the mat, I should say. He's up on points, 4-3. So anybody watching on the score, we're going to keep your best score as we can. Pay attention. Bullis wants to look away from this half Nelson, and he doesn't. He gets put to his back. No near fall yet. His arm is up pretty high. He's in bad position. Brandon wants this one really bad. Don't blame him.
Second period, 4-3 Bullis still leads. 1:30 to go.
Pretty equal kids here.
Yeah.
Now Sam, he grabs the legs. He was just on his back, and now he shouldn't really step over, but he does, and he gets it. So there's a reversal. 6-3, Bullis on top. So now he's getting a half Nelson in. He's pushing that, prying it down. He's right in front of the home crowd. Let's see if he's got the strength and power to muster this over. Ultimately, he wants to get that bottom guy's elbow in the air, and that'll help him turn over sooner.
1 minute to go. Bullis still leads 6-3. Titans on the night leading 21-13.
If you remember, he had about 3 chances of turning him in the first period, was unsuccessful. Now he got a bar arm in, so he's got a bar arm and a far wrist. He's going to see if he can step over. He's got a lot of time. He just needs to take his time, keep it legal. So if he can walk this over, again, he's a second-year wrestler. He's really learning. He doesn't really know what to do here, but the fans are right behind him, telling him. And he doesn't get it. He goes to a reversal. The crowd is loud.
30 seconds.
There's a reversal by Brandon. He better bail and go to his belly and not his back. He's down by 1, or he's up by 1 now, 6-5. The crowd is going crazy.
Yes.
This is a swing match, I would say. Any other kid could win that, is what I mean by that.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Not a favorite dominant like you have with like a Shunky.
Sure.
So this is a match that both coaches, both teams want to win because this is a huge difference in the team. Oh, and he almost got away, but he doesn't. So it's 6-5, Bullis going into the third period.
Doesn't surprise me to see Bullis this good this soon. He's put together pretty well, and he's a very intelligent kid in the classroom.
He's a smart kid. So Brandon chose neutral. He's down. Brandon's down by 1. He wants that takedown. Probably a smart move by his coaching staff there.
This is a huge minute 45 seconds coming up.
And let's see if he's going to. Bullis is getting close to a takedown. He did. He get 3 takedowns.
Wow.
But he's pretty high right now.
9-5.
So I don't think Brandon likes this takedown. He thinks it doesn't have control yet, but either way, it's 9-5. So let's see if he can get a butcher underneath to the far elbow.
1 minute 30 left.
He's got to free that right leg is what he's got to try to do, but I don't know. Choke up a ooh, and this is inexperience, but he's doing the best he can. So he should stick to the cross face.
Minute 15,
He
9-5.
gave up that cross face. He's got a minute 10 left. So keep that butcher. There you go. Now if he can walk to the right, he should be circling to the right, and he does. So good move there. He's got him on his back.
1 minute left, 9-5. Bullis from T leads.
This would be a huge win for the Titans if they're able to get this. If
50
they could get a pin,
seconds.
it would be a huge swing. The crowd is going crazy, and I don't think he's getting it. Nope, he fights off.
45 seconds.
45. If he can sweep to a half Nelson, right now he's just got the claw. He's not in a position to pin him right now. He's too high.
30 seconds to go. Bullis, T area leading 9-5. Bullis trying to turn him.
So it's 9-5.
Bullis 1-9 on the year.
1-9. Yeah,
Wow.
this would be the number 2 win of his year. So he's got a 4 near fall. But
15 seconds.
So worst case, now he just warded the 4, so now it's 13-5. So this is a major decision if no other points are
Wow,
scored. So
3
really,
seconds.
you don't want this to go. This is a huge, huge win. So
Sam Bullis,
congratulations, Sam.
win number 2. What a great job. 13-5. 25-13. Bullis picks up 4 for the home team.
38 pounds.
Titans get their second win in a row.
Brandon Valley sends 5th ranked Aaron Tucker. T area has Dalton Cooper.
Dalton Cooper, 138.
Dalton Cooper, Aaron Tucker, senior for the Lynx, 5th ranked, 138. Dalton Cooper.
There's a takedown real fast. So Aaron Tucker's a junior, 13-7 on the year. He's rated 5th in the state. He was a state qualifier last year. Dalton Cooper, he's a younger wrestler.
I don't have Cooper on here.
I don't either. I just know he's been out for about 3 years.
Okay.
So he's a young wrestler for us.
Tucker leads Brandon Valley 3-0.
I believe Cooper's a freshman, but this one, he had him on his back pretty quickly there.
7-0 Tucker from Brandon Valley with the quick big lead here.
Yeah, Cooper, I'm pretty sure, is a freshman.
Okay.
Aaron Tucker from Brandon's a junior. Again, he's ranked 5th in the state, which is pretty high.
Yeah.
So he's a good wrestler. Been doing it a long time. State qualifier last year. Right now, he's controlling the match pretty easily.
Yep, 50 seconds. 7-0 is the
So this is a
Brandon lead.
match that Brandon expects to get, bonus points, pin or tech fall based on the difference and there's a potentially dangerous. So T would love to come out of this just giving up the tech fall and giving up 5 team points instead of 6 based on the mismatch here, right? So right now it's 11-4. Cooper's going to have to fight off his back as hard as he can if he gets put there again.
30 seconds, period 1.
So Brandon ahead in this match, 11-0.
$15 seconds, period 1 here. 5 matches to go after this.
Ooh, and he's gotten turned to his back here. We'll see if he can just hold and fight this. If he gives up the 4 and not anymore, don't give up the pin.
That's the end of second.
Okay, so he got 4. That's a tech fall. So there's 5 points.
Tucker in the first period, tech fall, 15-0.
So that's probably a best case scenario for the Titans.
After 138 pounds, T area 25.
15-0, the win for
Brandon
Tucker.
Valley, 18.
Moves it to a 25 for T, 18 for Brandon Valley.
So we got Trevin Audis, a freshman, 10-8 on the year. He's rated 7th at 150, but he would just drop down to 144.
For Brandon Valley, 6th ranked Braden Shoemaker, facing 7th ranked for T area, Trevin Audis.
So Shoemaker, he is ranked 6th. Audis is ranked 7th at 150. Audis is going down to 144. This is the first time he's down at 44. Schumacher's a great wrestler. And Audis has put himself in a really tough situation there. Schumacher's got that Turk, good position, takedown 3, so it's 3-0 Brandon.
After this, coming up for the Titans, Parker Wilson, Bo Wordle, Sam Wordle, and Dawson Eimers.
So, you look at rankings, number 6 and 7, whatever it is, you'd expect a really tight match, but they're rated at different weights, and different weights have different quality of talent, so it's not necessarily always a good indicator, but either way, both kids had a good year so far, deserving to get ranked. So they go out of bounds with a score of 3-0. Brandon Schumacher is up. Schumacher's a state qualifier from last year. Audis is not, so Schumacher's got the experience level over. And I had this one down as a swing match, as a match that could, both coaches are going to want to win this, and it's kind of up in the air on who wrestles the best tonight. Pretty evenly matched, you would think.
Schumacher from Brandon, early 3-0 lead.
30 seconds left in the first period. Schumacher's a sophomore. Audis is a freshman.
15 seconds.
Out of bounds, 10 seconds. Still score 3-0. Team score, Titans 25, Brandon 18. So T is holding on to the lead yet. I don't believe T has ever beat Brandon in a varsity wrestling match.
Wow.
Again, T has Kate Eimers out of the lineup. Aaron Helber is on the varsity spot for his place. Not aware of any Brandon kids being out. All right, we're second period. We're neutral. 3-0. Brandon leads. Schumacher, strong kid, long kid. Good position so far. Great job with the head snaps. He's doing some fakes. Right now, Schumacher's kind of controlling the offense here. Got a great ankle pick there. Takedown, 6-0.
So 6-0 Schumacher from Brandon. 1:30 to go, second period.
So 2 takedowns by Schumacher. He's definitely winning on his feet tonight here.
Best case scenario if the Titans don't win here is just to give up 4.
Yeah, you as a coach, you want to give up 3, right? Keep it less than 8, but
Right.
we'll see. Schumacher's definitely proved to be a good force on his feet. He let him go there. He knows that he's taken him down twice. He can spread this gap if he gets another takedown, get that major secured.
6-1.
There he did a shot. Cross body shot, a little different than the last one. Audis gives up 3 more. So Schumacher definitely really good on his feet.
Yep, 9-1 Schumacher leads.
Now he's got him on his back. Must not meet criteria. You got to be past a 45-degree angle. And he doesn't break that 45, and they call him out of bounds. So 9-1, got a major secured right now. 30 seconds, 29 seconds left in the second. I thought this would be a closer match, but Schumacher's really good on his feet. He's
Yeah,
proven that.
Audis, the last match we called, really impressed. He's 10-8, as you said, 7th in 150, wrestling 144 here.
Yeah.
9-1, 15 seconds to go. Titans leading so far, 25-18. 10 seconds.
So this is one where Brandon, based on what I've seen so far, you would think you'd be cutting and letting him go to try to get the bonus points. And so great first 2 periods Schumacher, and he's choosing neutral. Good choice there. He's going to try to get to that tech fall based on what he's doing. Trevin knows it's coming. See if he can stop it. Oh, and to his back, takedown.
12-1 now, Schumacher from the Lynx leads.
Now he's got him on his back. He's getting near fall criteria. He's got 3. So there is tech fall.
15-1.
Oh, 1, I'm sorry. So he needs 1 more takedown to get the tech fall. I forgot about that one. So now it's 2, 15-2. So takedown here will get them a 5-point team points. Minute 26, a lot of time left.
Yeah.
Audis shoots in. First shot I've seen him get into the legs. Schumacher gets the leg. Now, Audis needs to grab that ankle and just lift his head. And Schumacher knows that. He's got his head higher. Whoever heads higher wins this battle. Oh, there's potentially dangerous.
Yeah, look, Audis looked like he got hurt.
Twisted up like a pretzel. So they're neutral. 59 seconds.
15-2, Schumacher with the lead.
Takedown ends the match. If he takes him down to his back, he could still pin him. If I was Audis, I'd be shooting hard just like he did before, and he doesn't. Schumacher gets in on a single leg. Tries to dump it.
45 seconds.
Audis has got his hips down, grabbing hand control. Let's see if he's going to do anything with this. He's got an overhook. Now a Russian tie. And they're separated. 33 seconds. So Audis just doesn't have to get taken down, which sounds real easy, but the way Schumacher's been wrestling and taking him down with ease, it's going to be really hard for this to happen. 22 seconds. Audis needs to stay low. 16. Ooh, and he's trying. And he takes him down to his back. So there's a tech fall.
That'll do it. 7 seconds.
7 seconds. That was a big mistake on Audis going for that headlock.
Schumacher takes it 20-2.
Team area leads 25. Brandon Valley 23.
25-23 now. That one closes the gap.
Boy, this duel is really tight. So we got Parker Wilson.
The Junkyard Dog. Senior. Jack Nelson, senior versus senior at 150 here.
This is another swing match. Honorable mention. Both honorable mentions.
So a couple top 12 wrestlers here.
Parker was a state qualifier. Parker was honorable mention at 144, whereas Jack Nelson is 150. Parker just went up to 150. He's been wrestling 144 all year. He's super dangerous. Therefore, the nickname Junkyard Dog. Come from behind.
And the come from behind specialist.
Yeah. Nelson here is a strong kid.
What are the records on the year? Do you have that?
Yeah, I do. Let's see. It's 9-8 for Jack Nelson, and he's honorable mention. Parker is 13-6.
Nice.
Again, now Brandon gets a takedown here.
3 for Nelson,
Oh,
3-0.
and he's got this Easton tilt hooked up. That's a tough one to defend. So 3-0. Nelson ahead of Wilson.
1 minute to go, opening period.
And he lets him go. So now it's 3-1.
Under a minute, 50 seconds.
Parker likes to get behind on points before he comes back and wins. Not as much this year as last year, thankfully.
Makes it hard for mom and dad to watch.
Yeah.
maybe.
He's never out of it. He's never out of
Sure.
it. So 35 seconds left in the first period. Parker's down 3-1. Nelson leading. He got that takedown. Let him go. He's got an underhook on a Russian tie, they call that, on the right side of Parker.
20 seconds, period 1, 3-0. Nelson leading. Titans narrowly leading overall, 25-23.
There, Parker takes a shot, shoots him off the mat. He's on the gym floor. Now they're neutral again, 7 seconds to go. Parker's a big move guy. He likes to take kids from their feet to their back. And he shoots them out of bounds, and that's the end of the first period.
Ran out of time there. Nelson leading Wilson 3-1. Start of period 2.
All right, Parker deferred that. Nelson chose neutral, so he wants to beat Parker on his feet. He had the success of that takedown in the first period. Ooh, Parker takes a bad shot there. Nelson recovers and gets the takedown. There's 3, so that's 6-1. Nelson capitalized on a bad shot that Parker took.
6-1, 1:30 left, second period.
Ooh, he's got that Easton tilt in. This is not good for Parker. He's going to give up 4 here, and it'll be 10-1. This is what Parker has to stay out of. So just like that, it's a major decision. Like I said, Parker gets behind. With the new point rule of 3 takedown, it doesn't take long to get that tech fall, and then the 4 near fall.
Yep, 1:03, second period. Nelson leading 10-1.
We're on 10-2. I see Parker starting to try to go upper body would be my guess here. He's down by 8. He needs to start, he's going to try to start throwing them or do a fireman's, one of the two. If he doesn't, he's going to let the match wither away. And he gives up 3 more.
13-2.
Nelson, a strong kid, to be trying to do some of the stuff he's doing there.
Under 30 seconds, second period.
Now what Parker can't do is give up any more near falls or it's a tech fall if he gets to the 4 point. Ooh, he's going to get a reversal maybe. He's going to for sure get 1.
15 seconds.
Hopefully. If he doesn't, he might not even get 1 now.
5 seconds.
The mat tappers are gone.
Yeah, they're there. I think they got to chatting a little too much, maybe. I was watching. 13-2, end of period 2. Brandon Valley's Nelson is up.
Up by 11 points here.
Jack Nelson, Parker
There's
Wilson,
1, so
senior.
3, so now up by 10. So 13-10. Nelson, Brandon ahead. Parker Wilson of T. Both honorable mention in the rankings. Parker's up at 150 for the first time, has been wrestling 144 all year. Nelson's been at 150 all year. Parker's just trying to throw him and muscle him, and it's going to be too much. This kid is way too strong.
16-3 now, Brandon Valley's Jack Nelson with the lead.
Nelson gets one more turn, it's over, but he's going to cut him. He's going to work on this tech fall here.
1:15 to go, period 3.
Parker's going to have to go big. He's running out of time and options. And
1 minute.
takedown here will be the match. So if Parker gets taken down, the match is over. They win by tech fall. Tries to chin whip him. I'll see if he gets over. He's over the top. He's got him on his back. Right there. He's got it just like Junkyard Dog. Got him.
Look at there.
Come down 16-4. Have we seen this here or what? This is
Wilson.
a repeat from a couple years ago.
It was your best call last year.
He was, again, one takedown away from getting beat. Junkyard Dog pulls it out again with the chin whip over the top. You just could not do it 2 years in a row. Can you believe it?
Unbelievable. 38 seconds to go. He was all but done.
That's why Josh Sundell doesn't have any hair on the sidelines. Wow.
And Titans needed that one.
Boy, that was a come from behind. Now we got Jack Wordle, a freshman.
31-23.
I mean, you know it's possible, but you just kind of wonder if it'll ever happen again. And it does.
I want to talk to him, and I want to know what goes through his head to get so far behind and not to panic, because I'm guessing panicking in wrestling can lead to some, we've seen it tonight, can put you in a compromising position.
He went for it all. I mean, he set it up, and that's just what he I don't understand getting behind so far all the time before he sets it up. I just can't get that. But here, we'll move on to this match. We got Jack Wordle. He is a 9th grader. He's 7-9. And we got Xavier McGuire. No, we got Larson. My bad. What do we got here? Larson.
Yep. This will be Judah Larson.
Judah Larson.
Senior.
Okay. He's a senior.
Is this Bo Wordle?
This is Bo Wordle.
Freshman.
Yep. 157-pound freshman. 7-9 on the year, which is really good for this weight class. I mean, you're wrestling upperclassmen all the time.
Yeah. Wow.
He never gets to wrestle a freshman at 157. Last time we called the match, he was wrestling a senior. He's wrestling a senior again tonight. Gives up a takedown there. Smart move by just getting to your base and giving up 3 versus the near fall.
If the Titans can hang on and beat Brandon Valley for the first time ever, you have to look at the Parker Wilson match as what it'll be what got him there. Long ways to go. 3 matches left.
Yeah, we're not close to it yet, but well, there's been a couple. Gabriel Bastemeyer,
yes.
he got a major decision. That was 14 points there.
Started off the night.
And then we got Tyler Woodring, who got a pin against who was a returning state champ. So that was a big win. And then another big win with Parker coming down by 12 points. I mean, a takedown from getting beat, right?
Yes.
And he pins. So we had 3 big wins.
Put Sam Bolus on there with just one coming in 1-9, picking up a win, and that's what has to happen if you want to
forgot about that.
win
Sam
this.
Willis. Yeah, so he gets a major decision, not just a win. That's every point counts in these duels.
And that's what has to happen. I'm guessing when you're an underdog, you have to do some underdog things.
It is. It's a team effort. So I had this one down as Xavier was going to wrestle, but he's not. It's Larson. And Larson's a senior. Bo's a freshman. I don't know much about Larson. He's ahead 3-1 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Experience-wise, obviously, strength-wise, when you're comparing freshmen to seniors, this weight class, 157. I tell you, Bo is a super strong kid for a freshman.
Yes, he is.
He's there he does another shot there. Takes a straight-on shot. Didn't clear the arm, so he didn't get deep enough. There he clears out of there. The effort is always there.
Yeah.
Got a warning green.
Wordle does look like a pretty put-together kid for a freshman.
He is, yeah.
I think he hit a growth spurt in the last year or so.
Definitely lifts weights a lot. Time's out. No takedown. So 3-1 after the first period.
Larson leading Wordle. Larson from Brandon. Overall, Titans leading 31-23. After this match, we just have 2 more to go. Defending state champion Sam Wordle, and then Dawson Eimers back for the Titans, back from injury.
Ooh, nice switch by Bo. And he's just not stopping. That's what I like about him. He just doesn't quit. I wrestled with a kid in college who just never quit. He wasn't the best wrestler, but he won a ton of matches because of his effort. And this is Bo reminds me of him a little bit because he just goes hard all the time.
And I'm sure the opponent hates that. They hate someone that never takes a break.
Larson's got a leg in. He's trying to turk him over.
Larson from the links leads 3-1, 1:22 to go, second period.
Yep. We knew this would be most likely a good match. I had a different kid down based on their roster earlier, but either way, this was one that I thought would go either way.
Okay. Under a minute to go, still 3-1 Brandon Valley leading this match. Judah Larson against Bo Wordle.
40 seconds left, second period. Bo's down by 2. Larson ahead, 3-1. There's a takedown and escape in that first period. Ooh. They're out of bounds.
Yep.
31 seconds now. Great duel. A lot of good matches.
Yeah, it has been.
I tell you, I officiated quite a few matches this year, and I'm done in like 30 minutes. There's so many forfeits and hand raises and blowout pins, and this has definitely been an exciting one for both sides.
Brookings Bobcats girls basketball lead the Tyria Titans 20-10 at halftime.
20-10, oofda.
Yeah. Rock fight, 10 seconds, second period.
Still 3-1, Brandon's ahead.
Yep.
We're going into the third period here. Larson from Brandon chooses down. We'll see what Bo can do here on top.
Third period, start of the third period. Larson leading 3-1. Wordle needs a Parker Wilson-esque.
We got clasped hands on Bo. That'll be 1 point for Larson. And then Larson gets the 2. So it's 6-1 now. Larson's got the lead. And he's getting him really close to getting him on his back. So 6-1. Bo's not going to want to give up any near fall to give up that major. Larson's trying to get the major by trying to get a turn.
1:30 left.
He's getting a half Nelson in there. He's working those arms hard. Larson is really working to try to get a turn.
6-1, 1:15 to go in the third. Brandon leading this one.
So Larson gets a takedown, he gets a reversal, and he gets a point for the claps hands.
1 minute.
Bo gets 1 escape, so that's how you get your 6-1 score. Minute to go. Bo's going to try for a switch, and he gives up on that. Larson's trying hard to get a turn. He's going to one move to the next, to the next.
Still 6-1. Overall, Titans leading by 8, 31-23. 35 seconds to go. Period 3, out of bounds.
And the team score yet is 31-23. The Titans are leading by 8 points. So Bo took his time to get to the middle of the mat, and they called stalling there. So
wow.
Larson gets an extra point.
I don't think they've put it on the scoreboard yet.
I don't think
Did
so.
they?
They did 7-1 now.
7-1.
Bo's got 20 seconds. To not give up a point really is the goal here.
13. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go here. Larson's going to pick up the win over Wordle, leading 7-1.
So look at 3 team points there. 26-31. 5-point difference in points. And we've got Sam Wordle going against Veskerna. This is Sam's debut. Been out all year with the shoulder injuries, got it wrapped up. Veskerna is a great wrestler.
Levi Veskerna.
Levi Veskerna.
Veskerna.
Here has Sam Wordle.
Gregory background.
Junior.
Veskerna is a great wrestler. Sam, returning state champ. So Veskerna is a junior, 21-7, currently ranked number 7th at 175. So he cut down to 165. This is his first time down, I believe. And then we got Sam Wordle, his first match of the year at 165, coming off his shoulder injury.
You see he's got the shoulder sling. He's
Yeah.
never worn that before. And I've heard it's popped out a number of times in football, and I
There's
think
a
that's what he's
takedown
coming off
three.
of. It was a football road game where it popped out. And
So Veskerna will play 7th in the state tournament. Sam's a 2-time defending state champ. So his score is 3-1. Sam's ahead. Wordle, T.
1 minute left, first period.
Anticipate this still being a really good match.
Sure.
Just knowing that Sam's hasn't been on the mat live yet this year.
And out of bounds. 44 seconds. Wordle from T leading 3-1.
I think we got blood. Someone's got blood.
So
tight-
44.
Tight duel like this. Brandon got Shunky back in their lineup. Big bonus for them.
Yep.
Titans got Wordle back in their lineup. Big win there. So a state champ and a state runner-up that were both out. You know,
Yeah.
Veskerna going down to 165. He's a placed 7th last year, and 21-7. Already got 28 matches in. It's a lot.
Jeez. And Wordle, his debut match.
Yep, he's 3-1. 3-1 was a score. 40 seconds left in the first period.
.30 seconds, first period.
Sam takes another shot, snaps down, takes a shot. Veskerna reshoots. Now they're on the gym floor, so they're back to neutral.
20 seconds to go. Wordle from T leading 3-1, just the first period. .15 seconds.
Ooh, Sam takes a shot, drops to his hip,
5
recovers.
seconds.
They're back up neutral.
First period ends. Sam Wordle, Tieria leading 3-1. Titans leading by 5, 31-26. One match to go after this.
They win this match, they win the duel.
Yeah. Is Veskerma trying to pick up a point here?
So Sam's going to let him go there.
3-2.
3-2. It's going to be whoever wins the takedown match here.
Sure.
Sam's got that one takedown lead. Veskerna is working the Russian tie on the left. Ooh, Veskerna takes him down. And he is hurt.
5-3 Veskerma, and that's it.
Sam Wordle's hurt.
The shoulder, it's the shoulder. You could tell how
Yeah,
upset he was, and
yeah.
his first match back. And I don't think this is going to be good news
And it's not looking good for
for Sam or the
Sam Wordle.
Titans. And it's just a bummer that you saw this with Quincy Holverson and the Titans, that it was just dominant, couldn't wrestle his senior year because he kept getting hurt, and you hope it's not the case for Sam Wordle, but it's not looking good here.
It's not. It looked like he was in a lot of pain, and I know Sam has probably the highest pain level tolerance on the team. He doesn't complain about anything, but you could definitely tell that probably popped out of place or did something there.
It was a hard takedown.
Yeah, you just hope it's okay here, but it doesn't look real promising right now. So 5-3 Veskrna leads the match with that takedown. 40 seconds left in injury time.
In a shoulder, what Sam suffers, it's so hard to happen at any time, especially in wrestling. We saw it happen. I think it happened a couple times on the football field this year.
20 seconds left. I don't see Sam continuing here. I would, based on the time left, 15. I don't think they're...
Just 10 seconds.
You got 6 seconds here. All the time. There, he's going to stop. We'll see. Will they cut it? He is going to go. So he'll put a strap on. He'll try to go here.
And the one trainer kind of walked off and had a look on her face. And I think the other trainer just said,
Veskrna wins by injury default.
So injury default.
Brings the score. Grand Valley 32. Teen area 31.
you hate to see it, two-time defending state champion Sam Wordle
For the 175 pounds coming up.
didn't get to finish the match. You don't know what the future looks like.
So here it's going to come down to this match. It's 31-32.
Brandon
Brandon in the head.
Recognition for Ethan Tucker. And for T area, 5th rank.
Two seniors,
Dawson
Ethan
Imers.
Tucker and Dawson Imers. This match will determine the duel.
Dawson Imers, Ethan Tucker, this is it. Brandon leads overall for the first time tonight, 32-31. So you know the Titans are wanting to win this one for Sam Wordle. Early on here, 15 seconds in.
There he goes, takedown there.
Imers is quick, 3-0.
So Dawson is rated 5th in the state. He's 3-1. He's a senior. And this is it Tucker? Yeah,
Yeah.
Tucker. Tucker's a senior. He's 12-9. He's honorable mention.
Imers leads early on, 3-0.
Imers leads this match. Titans win the duel. If he loses, they lose the duel. Can't get it any closer than this.
Minute 10 to go.
He's
first
turning him to
period.
his back.
Wow. Can he get him?
There's the
Oh,
pin.
wow!
And the Titans come out on top. I
Dawson
think this
Imers
is with the pin.
puts it away for Sam Wordle.
So the Titans take down the number 5 ranked dual team.
T area.
Had quite a few upsets across the team.
Grand Valley.
I would say this is the first time T has ever beat Brandon in a wrestling duel. I do not ever recall.
37-32. Let's recap it really quickly. Gabriel Bastemeyer started it off, and you called that an upset win. And major points for Bastemeyer in his first varsity action this year.
Yeah, he was 0-0 going into that. He ended up winning by a major decision and getting 4 team points. So
Yeah.
that was against a honorable mention. So that was a big win.
And then Chase DeBoer comes in, the junior, gives up height advantage, gives up size advantage, and he pulls off a win tonight.
Yeah, they had Elijah Shunky in the right before that at 215. They get the pin, so
Yep.
state runner-up gets back in the lineup, and they get that pin.
Aaron Halber, he's wrestling for an injured Titan.
Yeah,
at 106.
he's filling in for Cade and doing a great job. He lost and gave up a decision, 3 points. That was actually a victory, I would say, for Aaron.
Yeah. Isaac Weirheim won that one.
Yeah, and he's ranked in the top 12, so that was a good component.
Good fight
there.
by Halber. Henry Fortin, he's top 12. He picks up a win tonight at 113 over Beckett Rehorst.
He gets the tech fall for 5 points.
And then at 120, we saw, was that Rehorst gets the win?
Yeah, Rehorst was at 120
Okay.
against Slater. Number 1 and number 3 in the state. Rehorst gets the major on that match. He's so dominant.
That was big for them. And then to follow up that disappointing loss, here comes Tyler Woodring, 31 seconds in, gets a pin.
Tyler Woodring, 18-0, has pinned, I believe, almost every opponent this year. He's pinned the number 2, 3, and 4 kids in the state.
Wow.
This is returning state champ Brendan Olme, a really decorated wrestler, really good. Was rated 1 all year until this week, and due to Olme losing a match at the Floyd Invite, dropped to 3, but it was 1 and 3, and Tyler pinned him in the first period.
Unbelievable. And then these things have to happen if you're going to get an underdog win. Sam Bullis comes in at 1 and 9.
1 and 9, and not only gets the win, but he gets the major decision and gets 14 points for the Titans. So great win there for Bullis.
138. You got Aaron Tucker, I believe.
We had Dalton Cooper for T, and Aaron Tucker from Brandon. Brandon got the tech fall, so that was a match they got the tech fall on.
144, Trevin Otis falls to Braden Schumacher.
Another tech fall, Braden Schumacher gets that right at the end of the match.
Yeah. And then what was probably the match of the night again this year, 150, Parker Wilson was trailing big.
12 points, down 12 points. Essentially, if he gets taken down, he loses the match. Instead, it's unreal. He takes him down to his back and pins him.
And that, I think, is going to catapult us to that win tonight, because the next match we saw Bull Wordle fight hard.
Yeah, Bull Wordle fought hard. That was any match I had either one that could go. I think it was Larson that won by a decision on that one. Larson's a senior, Bo's a freshman. Bo's fighting super hard there. 165, this was injury default. It ended up being Sam hurts his shoulder again.
Yeah.
That's a tough scene for the Titans to watch.
Kind of took the life out of the gym on both sides. It got quiet in here, and I think people knew what was happening.
Yeah.
And then the last match.
They come down to the last match for the dual victory of the either Titans or Brandon, and Dawson Eimers gets a takedown and a turn for the win and the pin and wins that match. I'm just noticing now we've got college Chisholm Fink, college coach here, is out scouting the way it looks. He's on crutches, and then one of their former athletes, Cooper, they're assuming we got some top talent in this room tonight.
Yeah.
Lots of number 1s and number 3s wrestling, and so he had some college recruiting going on in the stands. So a great night, great competition, great victory for the Titans. Again, the 5th ranked in the duel. In the individual side, T's ranked 5th and Brandon's ranked 6th, so neck and neck on the individual. But the duels, T's not even in the top 8. And they come out and knock off the number 5 ranked team. And then we had some girls wrestling, and Emery Volker and Lainey Haynes did a fantastic job again. Emery did fall in their second match, but took out a higher ranked wrestler in the first match. And Lainey, she dominated both.
Yep. Lilia Matthews, saw her pick up her first ever win.
Yeah.
She went 1-1. Isabella Preheim just wrestled once. She's continuing to learn, and you can tell she's just getting better. She fought really hard tonight. And
we had a great turnout for tonight's match. 5 o'clock's tough duel time, but boy, the stands filled up and the crowd got into it. And not too often do you get a last match duel, and not only that, but to a number 5 ranked. So Neeson's got to be really proud of the team coming together and fighting for every point they could get. Bonus points were huge, and then, again, like 4 upsets on paper, right?
Having Wordle out, having Eimers out at 106, and then having Sam Wordle, you think you get him back, you don't get anything out of him, and you still win. So that's a team effort right there.
It is, and Aaron Helber, he's stepping in really well as an 8th grader, going into that varsity spot. And he wrestled really well against a top 12 ranked kid today. And so the next guy in is performing very well for the team, and great to see. And that'll just catapult his level of confidence and experience as it moves forward too.
Good point. Well, good job again tonight.
Yeah, thanks again for having me. I love calling these.
Yeah, I
These
love hearing you call them. You come in so prepared, and you just bring. I love knowing who's rated and who's ranked and who did what in state last year. I know the viewers do too. I hear from people all the time. So we'll do it again soon, I believe. What do we have next here?
I have to look at the calendar. I'm a day-by-day guy. But I'll be at the next home, so yeah.
Awesome, man. Thank you,
Thank
Jeremy
you.
Eimers, on color and calling them tonight. And I'm just here reading the score and the clock, basically. But it was a good night for the T-Area Titans. Pick up the win over the number 5 duels team, Brandon Valley Lynx. And they'll move on after that. And thanks for Rick Williamson. He had to leave early. But for Rick Williamson and Jeremy Eimers, I'm Shad Hockey. If you tuned in, we thank you. And we'll see